Welcome, everybody, to the NFC Championship watch-along, the Rams and Seahawks, presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, G-Stack George, and man, the chat's already on fire. I'm going to address some comments right off the top, but Alan Lopez has got it right. Please smash the like button. We work hard. This has been a great long year. I was the first watch-along. If you guys remember the Cowboys and Eagles delay, and I am going to be the last one of the season. Rob is getting wasted. It's his favorite day of the year. He gets to meet up with a bunch of buddies. Thank you so much, everybody, for the comments, for being in here. Always appreciated. Nicky Noodles and Sons and NCI and 95 and TD Corral and Recreational Player. It's the Stack Pack. Yep, you guys got it right. What an ugly game. Unless, you bet Denver or you bet some New England futures. You're pretty happy about the results. Unbelievable ugly game, man. I don't know how we keep, we'll have an SGP. I don't know how we keep getting these snow games with New England this year, or just defensive matchups. It's awful. I'm sure he'll be welcoming a reprieve in the nice weather of Santa Clara in the Super Bowl. Mr. Drake May. I'm excited to watch that. Who's going to be there? I want to know. Drop your comments. First of all, any bets you have tonight, drop them in the comments. And I also want to know who you guys think is going to be their opponent. Is it going to be the Rams or is it going to be the Seahawks? I don't know. It's a tough game. It feels like a true coin flip. And we'll be watching for Sam Darnold and his oblique if they end up in a trailing game state. I'm sure they're shooting him up with that nice Tortorol again. We have a packed show today. First quarter, Mr. Flup No Lied will be joining us, head of trading at Novig. Second quarter, Austin Mock joins me. Third quarter, Chargers superfan Jeff Feinberg. And fourth quarter, Mr. Hitman, finish off in style. He's going to give us some live winners. I told him, you're going to force a play if you don't have one because the audience is hungry for it. Really do appreciate you guys being here. We'll get into the bets in just a second. I still want to see your plays. It looks like we got some Puka over 1.5 rush. We've got a small bet on the Rams money line. We're going to have everything. I said, you know what? It's the final game of the season. I'm going to give away a couple props. I'm going to give some anytime touchdown scores. And I've got an SGP and lots to parse. You already know it. The best live punter in the world is ready to fire on some live stuff. Huge Holani fans today. All right. The backup running back. I listened to the pizza buffet with Rob. He was all over it. I'm looking forward to it. Let's start off. We'll go with the anytime touchdown scores, and then we'll go into some individual bets, and then we'll end with the SGP, of course. I'm not piggybacking off Rob for the second week in a row. I just think Kyron Williams, whenever you get him in this price range, is kind of crazy because he is their preferred goal line back. I like Kyron Williams. Going to hit that for a unit, Alex, that plus 135. Anytime touchdown score. I think they're going to give him the ball at the goal line over Blake Corum. And Kyron is a bit of a touchdown machine. He's got a nose for the end zone. I also like this player. I have a couple of his player props, but the price was plus 600, plus 650 early in the morning. I saw someone suggested to Rob. Rob said the price wasn't good according to his math. I don't do the math that Rob does. I just want to have some fun. I want to ride a Terrence Ferguson anytime touchdown, plus 550. Do it for a quarter unit, nothing crazy, just to have a nice little sweat. Looks like we got Mumfield on over half a reception in the chat. Rob was on fire. I don't know if you guys saw the Cortland Sutton touchdown. Banger right out the game, no sweat, first touchdown. My angle for this game for individual bets, I like Terrence Ferguson, period. The last time these two teams played, Rams ran a lot of heavy personnel, and I know they didn't have Devontae Adams, but the Seahawks give up the 6th most yards per game to tight ends, And right now, Parkinson and Ferguson ran nearly identical routes last week. I think it was 20-18, but Parkinson's priced at like twice the price. So I like Terrence Ferguson over 14.5 minus 112. I'll take that for a unit. I also want a little bit of Terrence Ferguson over 1.5 receptions at plus 148. I kind of really, really like this look, especially if they do go with the heavy 13 personnel again. I have one more player prop, and then we'll get into the SGP. It looks like someone took Ferguson first touchdown 50-1. Great bet. NCI 95. One of my friends in the chat says, all right, we got the Harvey bet as long as he doesn't run for negative yards. And then he ran for negative yards on that last drive. I want to go, Alex, if you can go to the rushing prop section. Lost the parse. That is a good thing. It's okay. It's okay, brother. We're seeing, this is it. We're simpatico. It's the final game of the year. Here's a bet I like. I want to go to the most rushing yards, Alex, market within the rushing props. Kenneth Walker's being priced like he's going to get the lion's share of carries and like he's a huge favorite. I like Kyren Williams at plus 260. I think Kyren Williams, I think he should be priced a lot closer to like plus 150. So give me that plus 260. I like that. Kyren Williams, most rushing yards. TQ, very nice to see you. Let's have a day. Someone bet Whittington anytime touchdown 12-1. Listen, they ran a lot of 11 personnel last week, which kind of shocked me, confused me a bit. But if they do, Whittington's going to be on the field a lot. Early bird cap, right? No, I was tempted about taking Blake Corum plus 1,100 most rushing yards. It's probably a good bet. Hitman gave his overs. I can see why it's tempting. I just don't think Walker should be favored as big as he is. All right, SGP time. Let's pull it up. I'm going to play a Rams blowout scenario. I think they have a better shot at winning by margin, especially if they get up early and Darnold has to pass. Let's go with first leg. I want to put in LA Rams minus 6.5 for the first leg of the SGP. Then I want to go to Kyren Williams rushing yards. I want to grab 70 plus rushing yards for Kyren Williams as the second leg. So LA Rams minus 6.5. Kyren Williams 70 plus rushing yards. Handicap simple if they are up big and they do end up running the ball a lot more. And then I want Kenneth Walker over 30 plus receiving yards in a trailing game state. I think they could hit him for some underneath stuff. Plus 1561. That'll be the SGP that we will ride for tonight. If you guys have a better SGP, drop it in the comment, share it with the people. I'll mention it on screen and I'll tell you if I like directionally where it is. This, of course, and all this action you can do, you can place it on FanDuel. A lot of the prices I gave, FanDuel has some of the best prices. Even when they don't, they're still very competitive. But of course, shop around. We always say that. And in the playoffs, the first half tells a story. But in the second half, that's where we do our live punting. That's where legends are made. And that's why I'm known as the best punter, live punter in the world, according to Lots to Parse. FanDuel wants you right there with them. During every NFL playoff game this year, FanDuel customer gets a halftime profit boost. So we'll have something when we use that halftime profit boost to use on live bets after halftime. That means no matter when you jump in, you still get a boost waiting for you. It could be second half money line, player prop. You could bet on the drive or a comeback that's starting to look real. Just open your FanDuel app during halftime of any playoff game, grab your profit boost, and place your live bet. So even if the first half gets away from you, and it's looking ugly, you can still make some money back in the second half. FanDuel still gives you a way to level up. So visit FanDuel.com/forwardprogress and grab your halftime profit boost for every NFL playoff game. Oh, I am pumped, man. I'm just excited. Tom, if you just joined us, we got Terrence Ferguson and Kyren Williams for anytime touchdown. Yeah, Rose, directionally, I like that. I have in the SGP for 70 plus yards, but I also have, I think, a nicer bet is Kyren Williams plus 260 most rushing yards in the game, as opposed to just giving his over. Yeah, Nikki, I'll give a quick recap for those who just jumped in. We gave away Kyren Williams and Terrence Ferguson anytime touchdown scores. Individual bets: Terrence Ferguson over 14.5 receiving yards, -112. We're playing against a Seattle defense that doesn't defend the tight end well because they play the too high shell and they let some stuff go on underneath. And then, of course, the Rams dial up heavy personnel. We got Ferguson over 1.5 receptions, +148. And rather than Kyron Williams over rushing yards, I said I think I'd rather play Kyron Williams most rushing yards, +230. And the SGP, once again, for those who just jumped in, LA Rams -6.5, Kyron 70+ rushing yards, and Kenneth Walker 30+ receiving yards. Lots to parse. Swap. The most rushing yards was 70+ for Kyron in the SGP. Yeah, I didn't have most rush. You got all right. I like that. The lots to parse is going for it for the SGP. Good luck to all of us. I'm pumped about this game, man. Like, I know a lot of people bet Denver this week, and part of their handicap was how Stidham is not that bad, and I thought Stidham was pretty bad outside of one throw. But let's be honest, I don't think anybody wanted to Stidham in the Super Bowl. I want Drake May against one of these two teams in the Super Bowl, and I probably want him against Stafford. We can have all the MVP debates and everything. NCI 95 wants points. That's interesting. What number did you get? Because on the Thursday Best Bet show, I think we all liked under 47, although nobody gave it out as a play. Oh, I'm pumped. I'm gonna get to talk to Flup early in the first quarter and ask him how his betting went. I know he was a stid head or whatever the hell that means. He bet them to win some Super Bowl, but he did make some money on the game itself. Drunken Goon, fun parlay, Rams 6.5. Kenneth Walker or Kyron Williams 60+ rushing. Ferg first touchdown, 125 to 1 plus a 50% boost. Drunken Goon, I fucking love that, my friend. I hope you get that home. Man, can we talk about the weather? Where was this in the I was looking at weather reports all week, and it wasn't until last night the first time I saw snow as a possibility. And I wrote in our group chat this morning, I'm like, are we actually going to get real snow game? The total just kept ticking up, and it was just another terrible, like that second half, the ball was unmovable. I think New England had the one drive. They settled for a field goal at the 2-yard line, and that was it for scoring for the rest of the game. So I don't know where the prediction came for that weather, but it was a little bit wild as we get ready for this kickoff. It feels like these two teams have been the best two teams in the NFC all year, whereas the AFC never felt like anybody was the best team. It kind of felt like New England and Denver got a little bit hot at the end, but felt it was a little bit more wide open. This felt like an inevitable NFC showdown, especially once Philadelphia went down to San Fran. Sup, Levi? How are you doing? Best two teams in the NFL. Yes, Levi, probably the case, but I don't know. If I see a 3.5, 4, I'm probably going to bet some New England in the Super Bowl, regardless of their opponent. I don't know. I can't quit the Pats. It looks like the Fox guys are split on the game. Much better weather. Finally, we can just enjoy football. It feels like this playoffs especially from New England halves, we've just had some ugly games. Big time. I'm getting pumped. It looks like the Rams are getting ready to run outside the huddle. Anyone put 10 on William? I don't know who William is. All right. I got a question for all of you, and I'll bring him in just a second. But one more time, drop the comments, Rams or Seahawks. I want to know who you guys think will be in the Super Bowl with the New England Patriots. Very curious your thoughts. But now, joining me in just a moment, you knew him from our Tuesday Best Bet show. He would always be on with me. He's also the head of trading at Novig, and he's the best survivor player that I know. Joining me now, Mr. Christopher Diakis, Flup No Light. How are you, my friend?
Not doing too hot. The Broncos, they ruined me. I needed them.
Were you a stid head, Flup? What was that nonsense about that you're a stid head?
I was a huge sit-in backer, very big backer.
What did you do? Did you watch like his preseason throws on like skeleton defenses and said,
No, for me, it was pretty simple. I hear all season long how bad Knicks is and how much he sucks and how much Sean Payton carries him and yada, yada, yada. And then the Knicks news comes out and they pretend like Knicks is like a 6.5 point upgrade over Stidham. And I'm like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. The math isn't mathing. So I loaded up on Broncos, AFC, and Super Bowl. Took a huge loss there. I did have a little bit of spread, but I lost significantly on that game. I also had some SGPs with Stidham to throw 200-plus yards, which closed great. I mean, I got it in 195 and I closed 210. So just, right read, wrong result, I guess.
Let me ask you something, because I kept hearing this narrative of like, oh, he's not worth 6.5 points. And I think people were anchoring to a bullshit number anyways. Bo Nix is never.
Yeah, but not everyone is a psychopath and thinks that the Patriots would have been favored versus Knicks like you.
Yeah, I don't know if they would have been favored, but like I think the line would have been 1. I mean, they closed 1.5 against Buffalo, and New England should technically be rated higher than Buffalo.
No, what? Buffalo was closed as 2.5 point favorites at New England with New England off a bye like 4 or 5 weeks prior.
Yeah, and New England just has won out since then and covered
and Buffalo won that game. In what universe was Patriots rated higher than Buffalo? There's no universe where that exists.
All I'm saying is the handicap of like Stidham's not that much worse than Knicks. I thought Stidham was pretty bad outside of the throw, but that being said, who's been bad? Fucking Drake May's been terrible.
Yes, he has been.
Like their defense is carrying like in an unreal way.
That game was very frustrating because it was like I would have rather lost a game where like May goes off and they just blow him out. But that game was tough because you really felt like they should have won. And if like Stidham doesn't have that stupid ass aspect,
that's tough to say. My counterpoint to that is like Denver gets a goal line stop from the 2-yard line. That like it felt like it was just a coin flip. That drive, right? That one drive was the difference between a cover and not. But yeah, Stidham shit his pants on that. There was basically 3 big plays, Flop. There was Broncos getting stuffed on 4th down, Stidham giving up the ball inside the 10, and New England failing from the goal line. It basically was the game was shit, and it came down to 3 high leverage plays.
Yeah, that's true. Also, what is this people think I can't name active? I can name plenty of active players. I know Tom Brady's still active in the NFL. That's one.
Yeah,
he's in this game right now.
Well, let me ask you something, Flip. Who do you like in this game? I don't think I've heard your opinion on this game. Or are you just like it is what it is?
I mean, I think the number is very accurate right now. This is exactly what I would. So I know. So basically, my only plays here was as soon as I think this has happened the last three years. I've bet on the 1 seeds 3 straight years. Both, at least one. I don't know if I bet on both the past years, but this year I had Broncos and Seahawks futures. I don't think the market does a good job of pricing the buy well at all. If you like, it's just like if you simply like run out the scenarios. I had Seahawks Super Bowl fair at around 320. When the playoffs started, I bet it at 4-1, and then I had their NFC fair roughly around 145, and I bet it at plus 175. So I'm just riding with NFC and Super Bowl fairs, Super Bowl positions for Seahawks. So that's it for me. What about you?
Well, I'll answer that in a question. Yeah, Keith, I know I get that. I just think Kyron's price was low, and I thought Walker's was too high. I think it's built on the assumption that Walker's getting like 19, 20 touches tonight, and I'm not sure that that's the case. And I think there's a real chance that the Rams are leading and the game script will be better for Kyron Williams. But in this game, Flup, I got some of the early +3, but like it lasted. It was like 15 minutes for like some clicks, but nothing crazy. And then that line never reappeared. And like to me, the line was 2 for Seattle this week, and I'm just like, there's nothing there for me. No need to go crazy. Although I've seen some look aheads to the Super Bowl, Flop, and I'm gonna be on New England again, my friend.
I mean, I don't know how you watch that game. I don't see how Seahawks close under 4 versus versus either team. I mean, they did not look good. And if you're a Seahawks, if you're a Pats backer, who do you want to face? I have a team in mind. I think I'd rather than face.
I don't know. Like Flip against the Rams, maybe they can they can score and
yes,
but this defense has been pretty fucking good. I'm not sure that Darnold will hold up well against.
To me, I just I look at what the Broncos did and what the Texans did.
Here's a better question. Would I prefer Pats plus 4.5 against Seahawks or Pats plus 3.5 against Rams? So I think that's the question. I think obviously if the Rams are going to be a smaller favorite, I'd prefer the Rams, but
I think they're going to be valued rough for this. I think the market that's why I think this is fair. I think basically going into the playoffs, people thought the market, when I say people, I mean the market thought the Rams are about 1.5 better. And right now I think they're about equal.
Yeah.
Which seems pretty fair to me.
If I told you my real number against both teams, you want me to get checked into a clinic.
Yes. But I think overall, I think the number. I think it's going to be the same, but the number is going to be the same within 0.5 point. I think you absolutely want, if you're a Pats backer, you absolutely want the Rams, not the Seahawks.
NCI 95 says he'll be on 3.5 on the Rams. Yeah. You're gonna join us for the Super Bowl extravaganza? Are you gonna give a banger out?
I will be in the Super Bowl or at the Super Bowl actually. So no.
Are you?
Yes, I'm going to Super Bowl.
What day are you arriving? Do you arrive the week before?
Saturday.
Okay, our extravaganza show. We don't do a watch along on Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about our extravaganza show.
Got it. Okay.
I'm gonna ask to go after you. I just want to whatever odds you give, I'm gonna give something at bigger price.
Okay, you know what?
I need to beat your
300 to 1 SGP.
No.
You can't top it.
No, Shocks, we're not doing this. No, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna get clipped, and people are gonna see this guy's.
Yes, and now what would you make Pats Seahawks? Because that's what it's gonna be.
No, I'll never do that on air. If you guys pay me for a consulting fee, Flip, like we arranged, I'll give you my number. Oh man, I'm excited. Flip.
You sounds like you are.
I am. I got the Pats into the Super Bowl, and I've got some pretty big futures on them.
I wish you bad luck. Unless the Rams win, then I'll wish you good luck.
Listen, I'm gonna take away your coffee money that you're gonna win as a part of a portion of our contest. Okay?
Why? Wait, what coffee money?
Remember, we have a
Pats win the Super Bowl or AFC?
Yeah. I get to send you a little like $1,200.
Oh, nice. I would like that. Okay.
You take your girl. You take your girl out, and you say, "This is Big Daddy G Stack gave us this dinner here." Oh man. I don't know. Did you guys get a lot of snow?
Tons of snow. Have
you shoveled or what?
Well, we live in New York. They do that. I mean, I don't shovel anything. The city takes care of that.
What do you mean they do your driveway?
I don't have a driveway. I live in an apartment.
Okay. Flip, I'm not going outside. We got like 55 centimeters, which do you know?
Can we get the real conversion, please?
Yeah, do the inches. I want you to realize how big this snowstorm is. Thurso, what's up, brother? What are you on in this game? Okay, did you get the math?
Wait, what was the math?
55 centimeters.
Yeah.
To inches. What is it? What is it in inches?
I don't know. Wait, no, wow, that's 21 inches. Holy shit.
Yeah, and Flip, it's like minus 40. Like Fahrenheit. I think it's at the point where the numbers like intersect, or something insane. Actually, I'll give you the math on the. I'll give you the math, and I'll tell you how cold it is and why I haven't gone out yet. All right, it is a minus 11 degrees, so Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's -2 Fahrenheit and 55 centimeters. And I say, you know what? If I'm going to break my back, I don't want to do it on a game where I'm watching football. That's a tomorrow morning problem.
Yeah, I do live. I mean, I think everyone's gonna be going to work tomorrow. There's school tomorrow. Like, there's no snow days here in New York. I don't think at least.
Well, no, Mamdani already announced he's closing the schools
Oh,
tomorrow.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he announced it on the weekend. It was bad.
I mean, I don't have anyone in school, so I don't really pay attention.
No. I only paying attention because our mayor hasn't figured out there's a snowstorm even begun yet. She's always a little bit late to the party.
Got it. You live
Max,
in Toronto,
we gave out the picks, brother. Do you want me to run by through them one more time before the game starts? We're on Kyron Williams and Terrence Ferguson anytime touchdowns. We're on Ferguson over receiving yards and receptions. We're on Kyron Williams most rushing yards, and the SGP is Rams minus 6.5. Kyron Williams 70+ rushing yards, and Kenneth Walker 30+ receiving yards. I hope so, Drunken Goon. I hope they plow my driveway. I don't want to do it for nothing. I would pay right now an abnormally large amount for someone to do my driveway. I don't want to do it.
That's pretty fair, I think.
You ever had one of those mornings, Flup, where you're like, I want a coffee so bad, or I would pay $20 for someone to bring me a coffee from a specific coffee shop? Yeah. All right. Looks like the Seahawks are kicking off, Flup.
Right. Easy W's.
You tell me where you are.
McDonald, I just found out that McDonald spends 30 minutes a week with his kids. That's all he needs. That's good. That's enough time he spends enough time to slaughter anything that Sean McVay and Matt Stafford could cook up.
How old are his kids?
I think I heard they're infants, so it's kind of like it doesn't really matter.
What are you riding? Are you just riding futures?
Yeah, just futures. I didn't make a single bet on total or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, listen, you got your futures to watch, and yeah, I'll be on the live markets, but let's just let a quarter go by, okay, before I even start thinking about the live bets. Levi's on Seattle to the moon. I want some Rams. I think I want Rams, yeah.
What do you want, Rams? Do you hate me?
He's your opponent, my friend. No, I don't hate you. I just want to catch up. There's a financial imbalance between us two, Flup, and I don't like it one bit. I need it. Once I've caught up, then I can cheer for you to win money again. Okay.
Fair enough.
I can't be letting you buy 600 entries into Survivor. I need to be the guy who buys 600 entries. Michael just paid $100 for his drive in St. Louis. High school girls wanted $50. Great job. Double it. If a kid came by my door and asked for 50, I would also pay him 100 right now. No problem. Do you think this is going to be a high scoring game or what?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think of Darnold's oblique? You think it's going to be a non-story?
Non-story for sure. I think it's fake. I mean, I just love how I read the report. I look at I whenever I see those reports, I always just check the betting market, and it moved like 5 cents, and I'm like, all right, that's what they think of the oblique. Okay, so there's nothing there.
Well, are you on any Charbonnet overs?
No props. I have no. I don't want to give anything out because I literally have no opinion or idea.
I think Charbonnet's good. He's got a lot of burst in his lower legs. Might be tough for him. He might have to come out of his cast. But Charbonnet's out for the year, by the way.
Oh, damn, he caught me. So I didn't even know.
Harold, yeah, I'm higher on the Pats now than the Packers at the start of the year.
No, that was not a yawn.
Are you grinding overnight poker again, Flup? What's going on? You look
no, I'm fine. What are you guys talking about? I slept great.
Or did the Pats and Broncos offense put you to sleep?
That was a brutal game. I did not enjoy that game.
No, I did not.
It's like it reminds me of I had a big position on center to win the French, and when I lost, but I was like actually pleased because it was such a great match, and it's like if I watch a good football game, I don't mind.
Yeah, you imagine me? I'm like trying to be invested in this Pats team, and it's like 3 fucking defensive shit games in a row. See, Seattle's got the ball here on second down. What time do you have, Flip? I want to make sure we're close.
Not showing a clock yet. Not showing a clock. 13:03.
Okay. Yeah, we're like 5 seconds apart.
Are you ahead or behind?
Behind, but I don't care. I'm good. Holani is in. Rob gave Holani on the pizza buffet. It's a big play.
What's a big play?
Looks like Shaheed. Wow. Shaheed got his
Okay, I got to see this. I see the live markets reacting, so I know this is a big third down conversion. I'm dying to see what happened.
Oh, are you behind? You're behind me. I thought you were talking about the game the play clock, not the game clock. So you haven't seen the Shaheed yet.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, big
They
play.
cooked him. I'm going to switch to YouTube and do the
Keith, where are you and how much did you get total? If you think 55 centimeters is light, I don't want to live where you live, my friend. Oh, wow. They're cooking right now. They're cooking. Yeah, we were very cold. Friday was the coldest day of the year. Saturday was pretty freaking cold, too. All week, we're in a polar vortex. It's terrible.
Wow. Good things at Seattle. No, I do not see any stale lines. It's going to be hard to see stale lines in a live market because it's all updating quickly.
Oh, wow. Matt, what price did you get? And are you already there or does he still need a little bit? You know, it's funny, Flop. It's freezing outside, and I don't know if you can see on my forehead. I am perspiring over here. I keep my house very warm, Flop. I keep my
It's crazy that it's so cold for you.
A warm 77 degrees Fahrenheit in my house. Oh, yeah. Nikki, bang on. Bang on. Durso, listen, when I'm not on the watch-along stream, I'm not wearing more than some boxers and a light T-shirt. Big third and goal here, Flop.
I mean, this seems like 4-down territory unless you lose like 2 yards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, they're not going to need that. They're not going to need that 4th down, Flop.
Damn, I'm really behind.
How did that happen? Usually I'm behind.
I don't know why.
Are you using dial-up internet? What's going on here?
No, I don't. I mean, I've got Hulu Sport. Wow, wow. Walker looked like he was dead. He completely got.
Hey, he got that corner. He got that corner.
Yeah.
Big first drive for Seattle, and Rams started with the ball. Uh-oh. Seattle's looking good.
They are indeed.
What are you gonna do in the I'm looking at Drunken Goon tweeted me his driveway, and it is like it is brutal. What do you do in the offseason, Flip? Do you outside of football, are you still betting high volume? Like what kind of sports are you betting
Oh
on?
yeah, basketball is my biggest sport.
Is it?
Yeah.
On a day-by-day basis?
It's really good for the live betting.
Okay.
There's a lot of games, and then the way I describe it is every time there's a basket made, it's a new odds, so new opportunity for a book to be off.
Were you guys were you part of the ones who had like the big OKC futures positions? And
yes,
okay,
yes. I was all in on OKC.
Are you all in on anybody this year, or no? Is it way too open?
NBA, no, I am not in on anyone yet. I do like OKC. I just don't think I think they're probably value now, but I just don't I don't want to lock up money for 4 months, 5 months on a 5% edge or something like that.
Got it. Maybe there's a different conversation in April.
Yeah.
What's your when you've made some money, Flip, or you've had a good week, what's a food that you crave, let's go out for a nice dinner? Do you have a preference? Are you a steak guy?
I do like steak a lot, but I'm a very simple person, a picky eater, I guess. I like pizza, steak, burgers.
You're ordering a pizza after what you won Survivor and you ordered pizza. Where'd you go? You didn't go to a nice restaurant?
Yeah, not really.
Can you confirm or deny that you got bailed out by a Halliburton injury, or no?
It's funny. The Halle injury actually probably cost me, unless they win without it, because I saw it, and as soon as I see it, I go and jam OKC spread live too. I already had a bunch of futures, but I was like, okay, now time to add. Sure. I thought Halle was underrated, and yeah, mozzarella sticks is actually something I like too. And I was concerned that Halle might come back, because I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm an injury expert. I'm a doctor. I can diagnose it. I know some people, it was obviously an Achilles, but I didn't know if he was gonna come back. So I bet halftime spread, and the Pacers won the first half. So I jammed my account balances in, and I lost, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I've done that before. The worst is when the guy comes back in and you're just sitting on a shitty number.
Yeah.
But that's the game you play when you just want to immediately react, right?
Yep.
Oh man, looks like we're already we might have more scoring in this first quarter than we did all last week, all early in the game. Nikki, we got Alex producing tonight, but we're gonna let him chill in the background. It'll be me, and we got Flupp in this quarter. We got Austin coming up, Feinberg, Hitman in the fourth. You getting excited about your Jets, Flupp, or are you upset that they skipped out this hiring cycle? Underwhelming hiring cycle, no?
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm as people probably know, I'm a huge Flores fan, but unfortunately, I think we need Kubiak over Flores because we need an offensive mind. I don't think Aaron Glenn is good. I want him gone. I would much rather Flores. I am hopeful. And it's funny, Dante Moore going back. I don't think we're going to drafting a quarterback, so I think we're going to be picking top 5 again. And we obviously now Colts has real equity to be a good pick too.
And you have 3 first next year.
Yeah.
So you guys are
Yeah.
really loaded up to make
Well,
it.
technically, I guess you could say we have 4 opportunities: our own, the Colts, and then it's the higher of the Packers or Dallas. Now, granted, it's not like Dallas or Packers are like live to.
Ooh, big Stafford throw. Whoo, cooked. Puka killed him. Puka's more open today than he was all of last week.
We got to see this play. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Yikes.
Are you interested at all in Celtics if Tatum comes back, or are you not buying that he'll be the same?
I'm seeing that. I think Celtics are quite – I mean, I'm not an NBA expert by any means. I'm mostly just like going off other smart people, but other people I respect do believe that the Celtics are top 2 in the East. So, I mean, I would be inclined to say that they're probably contender, like actually like probably the second best team besides obviously OKC. They're probably better than the Nuggets if Tatum's back. Now that obviously hinges on if Tatum is like at least 80% of himself.
What about the Orlando Magic?
No opinion.
My team. Sailed that throw.
Yeah.
Big third down coming. It's good coverage. I don't think there's no world in which he's completing that to Adams.
I'm still on second down. This is brutal.
All right, don't worry. I'm only going to spoil it for you for 8 more minutes, and then then you get the rest of the game off.
Yeah, I like the ref really. That Devontae was complaining. It did look a little PI, but it clearly was not catchable.
Stafford hasn't looked great this playoffs. He's looked he shows moments of really good play, and then a lot of like that's a bad throw there on third down. You like the Rockets? Tommy Boy's Rockets?
I'm going to watch this third down real quick. Bad throw by Stafford. I think the Rockets are good. I mean, look, again, I'm just this is mostly just me speaking about the market and what other smart people think. I don't have any real takes my own for this. But it seems that people believe the Rockets are the third best team right now.
In the league or the West?
League.
What's the West hierarchy? Okay, OKC's number 1. Is Spurs or Rockets considered better? I don't know if that's you or me, Flep. Was that me or you, Flep?
I don't know whose that was.
Who do you think? So the hierarchy in the West, Thunder are considered number 1. Who's number 2? Is it Rockets or is it the Spurs?
Neither. Nuggets.
Oh, Nuggets. Okay, and then where do the Lakers fit in? They're considered.
Again, this is assuming Jokic is back. Obviously,
Sure.
Obviously now Nuggets are like not even top 15, not in the West, but in the league. Sorry, my dog is going crazy.
Greg, we're in a commercial break, my friend.
Yeah, that's true.
We're bringing in a little bit more things, but thank you for tuning in as long as you did, and enjoy the rest of the.
It's fair criticism. It's an NFC Championship game. Let's talk about something.
You want to talk in the commercial break? I'll be happy to, but we talk all sports here.
Yeah, I think McDonald. I really enjoyed McDonald. I think he's really proven to be a top 5 head coach. I think. I mean,
you're right on that. You put out your list with him top 10, and I think I criticized you too. I said, "Wow, after 1 year, are you fucking nuts?" And then I thought he was the coach of the year this year.
I don't believe Vrabel deserves coach of the year. Like if you look at the Pats team, that is all May. I shouldn't say all May, but majority of it is May. If you look at like Seahawks team, you go, wow, the Seahawks defense, McDonald is huge.
It's going to
And
be
then,
a travesty when Vrabel wins,
yeah,
and it should be McDonald's award.
I think that's. I think and I also think it's May MVP, not Stafford.
Yeah, I'm with you. And
But
it's just going to end up being the opposite way.
But I don't think the Stafford MVP is as bad as Vrabel Coach of the Year.
Well, how about this? Puka and JSN put up close to identical stats, and Puka played a game less, and I think Puka's better than JSN, and he's like nowhere priced even close to Offensive Player of the Year, and I'm like, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I think they're giving JSN as the makeup award to make up that McDonald's not going to get it, but it really should be McDonald gets Coach of the Year, Puka gets Offensive Player of the Year, and May gets MVP because
they fucked it all up. They switched it all around.
Yeah.
All right.
They said they're going to get Stafford MVP, and Stafford's just coasting off of what's his face? Puka and McVay.
All right, big Seahawks drive. If they can score another touchdown here, Rams going to be in trouble.
I don't agree with Shanny getting Coach of the Year. Look, he would actually be, in all seriousness, my number 2. But I think McDonald has proven to be much, much better. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of injuries, but he obliterated them. What accent? What are they talking about? I don't have an accent.
Yeah, you have a nice, wholesome New Hampshire accent, Fluff. Is that what
Never been to New Hampshire in my life. I grew up in Seattle.
Are you? You're a West Coast guy?
Yeah.
How come Mr. Peanut Butter says you're like a wholesome?
Did it occur to you that he's lying?
Yeah, you know, and it might have occurred to me. I've been told I have an accent too.
All right, we're gonna get a nice Seahawks touchdown. I sense it.
Halani's in a lot more than I anticipated. That'll be something to monitor. Maybe a live bet, something to put in my back of my head for halftime.
Sure.
That's a big first down for Seattle. How did you end up being a Jets fan then if you are a West Coast guy?
I mean, I was born in Jersey, but I lived there for 3 years, from zero to 3. So, don't think that really counts. And my dad was a huge Jets fan. So,
okay, you inherited.
And, he grew up in Jersey.
Sure, you inherited.
Yeah.
Who are these baby faces, Flop? Look at us. We look like we're barely able to talk about sports.
Yeah, I'm 15. I know I don't have a Jersey accent. I definitely don't have a Jersey accent because
Seattle's moving the ball well, man. Shit, better than I thought. Even though I don't think much of the Rams defense. I guess, I guess I might have to come around to the fact Seattle might just be the best team in football. I didn't want to arrive to that conclusion, Flop.
Yeah. Damn. They're running all over them.
Yeah, they're moving the ball. Another big run by Walker.
I was talking about this with some friends with award stuff. I forget if I asked you this last show. If Seahawks win the Super Bowl, what is your percentage breakdown of who gets Super Bowl MVP? Darnold, JSN, and other.
Oh wow, that's a good question. It's such a
all I'm telling you is Seahawks win, right? You don't know what the stats were. All I tell you is that.
Oh, it's such a QB biased award, man. I think will probably get a good Darnold price, way better than a normal quarterback price usually is.
I'm very close to Durso. I'm 65% Darnold, 25% JSN, other 10%.
I mean, what's the other? Is it just Walker, right?
No, I mean Cup. Cup could go off. You could have a defensive 2-sack and a forced fumble.
The odds of Cup going off with Darnold not going off, that feels like so minuscule.
No, but sure. I mean, I agree. I'm not pricing like Cup at 10%, but you add Walker, Cup, a couple defensive play. Like you can't have one of their edges go off
Defense
for
is
2 sacks and a forced fumble.
defense is so hard because you need the turnover.
Yeah.
And in low scoring game, you kind of need the double edged sword.
Yeah. And then Shaheed.
Shaheed's interesting. Yeah. So that's a good look right there. Shaheed is interesting.
But they all add up. I mean, I'm not saying like any of them have like a massive equity individually, but you cannot sit here and tell me that outside of JSN and Darnold that everyone is like dead.
No. I never think like that.
Yeah.
Especially with a team like Seattle's got weird makeup where it's like every other week it's somebody new that's the best player on the field that week. Because Darnold has this shit your pants game to him.
Walker, I would book 15-1 for what it's worth. I think it's very unlikely that they give it to Walker.
Big third down here.
Yeah.
Big third down.
I only see second down. God, that's so frustrating.
It's just third and short. If that helps you. I'll wait till you see the play. I'll try not to spoil.
This also feels like 4-down territory.
Man, listen, if Seattle goes up 14-3, man, Rams have to get it together pretty fast. Because Seattle can turn some shit ugly.
Yeah, especially if McDonald knows you got to pass, then yikes.
So you saw the first down?
No, it's 3rd and 2.
Fuck, you are fluff. Are you? Is this the New England game you're watching? Or are you in the Seattle Rams game?
Wow, what a catch by JSN! Holy shit!
Don't look at the chat. You're gonna get spoiled. You're behind. You're behind.
I know.
I'm gonna stop spoiling you, but the chat might not. So you have to.
I know. I'm trying to find it like on. This is very frustrating. I don't because it's if I was on YouTube, I would just.
It's the battle of the two best wide receivers this year, man. Two best teams, two best receivers, maybe the two best coaches. Top 5 coaches, Flup. Give it to me.
Wait, was that a catch? Oh yeah, that definitely was a catch. In order. People will probably disagree with this one, but I would still have Reed 1. I don't think he's done enough to not get him off 1. Kyle Shanahan 2, McVay 3, McDonald 4, Ben Johnson 5.
Not a bad list right there, Flup.
Yeah. I would be fine moving Reed as far down as 5.
It's interesting. They went back to Eric Bieniemy as their offensive coordinator and see how that works out.
I mean, I don't think it really matters, right? I mean, Reed calls the plays.
No, it doesn't. But Bieniemy's a lot more of a hard ass, and maybe like obviously the Chiefs were trying to get rid of Matt Nagy. Like the fact that Reed was pumping his tires for a head coach job, he did the same to Bieniemy when he was trying to get rid of him. But Reed at this point is not yelling at the players. Bieniemy fucking was a drill sergeant, and maybe he's missing that discipline.
That's fair. No, Aaron Glenn is not anywhere in the top 24.
I love her chat.
And then Sirianni is an interesting one because it's so funny. Last year when I ranked, look, I don't want to fight with anything, but there's a certain Phillies fan who's infamous on gambling Twitter who saw my list, and I didn't have Sirianni in the top 10, and he flipped out. And that same fan was calling for Sirianni to get fired this year.
Is that fan known for hot taking stuff?
Yes. Wasn't their name rhymes with Pef Ladu. If you know who I'm talking about.
You got with Hef. You got gone with Hef. Not who the fuck's Hef. You don't think the powerhouse combo of Jeff Hafley and
God.
Bobby Slowick is not going places?
Oh, that is. I feel bad for you. What a disaster.
That's as bad as it gets, right?
Yeah.
That's like.
I mean, see, Texans fans are celebrating when Slowick left, and now you've got just. Oh God, I feel bad. And I do think Sirianni is probably unfairly pushed. Like, you still need, like, he still has to be somewhat of a competent coach because he did lead them to a Super Bowl. He's able to manage, personalities, just, even with AJ Brown this year. He's probably somewhere in the 14 to like 19 range. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's like a bottom 10 coach. But like, I think, like, if I was the Eagles, I wouldn't, like, unless I had a good coach like available, I wouldn't. Like, for me, like, last year when Vrabel was available, if Sirianni was a spot to get fired, obviously you can't fire him after the win Super Bowl, I would have brought him in. And if there was a good coach I liked, like, I wouldn't have minded bringing in Harbaugh. I think Harbaugh would be great for like the Eagles. But yeah, I don't think they need like a genius or anything like that. Fangio is also obviously a very good defensive coordinator, so they have him. So
yeah, I wonder where they go with the OC and why nobody wants the job. Flop, there's 54 seconds left. Do you want to stick around for one play and then have to leave, or do you want to get out of here now?
I don't care. Whatever. If the other guest is ready, Austin's ready, you can put him on.
All right, Flub, before you leave, give us one word of wisdom here. All
right. Seahawks will close 4.5 or better versus the Pats when they win this game.
All right. That's Christopher Dierkes, Survivor champion, my co-host on the Best Bet Show and the head of trading at Novig. Thank you so much, Flub.
No problem. All right, see ya.
Take care. Joining us now, bringing him on a minute early because I want to talk to him about maybe the game we just saw, and plus this game that's happening right now. From The Athletic, you also see him on the Thursday Best Bet Show, Mr. Austin Mock. How are you, my friend?
Doing good, G-Stack. Thanks for having me for the watch along.
Thank you for joining me, man. I'm hoping you'll bring some good Rams energy here. Flup was very just too much Seattle juju while he was in here.
Well, I'm the wrong guy to ask because if you remember the Thursday show, I was leaning Seattle. So you have to wait for another quarter here to get someone with Rams juju.
That's okay. As we get ready for this kickoff, just wanted to ask you, are you more impressed by New England's defense or less impressed by their offense?
I think it has to be less impressed with the offense because it's one of those games with Stidham at quarterback that, like, I don't really want to react at all. Like, I don't know how much you told me from that performance today because maybe Stidham's really bad. On top of the fact that the weather got obviously pretty rough for the last quarter plus in that game. So yeah, I just go ahead.
Do you give them some grace for the weather? It feels like they've gotten all this shitty weather playoff games.
The offense giving them grace?
Yeah. Like, I guess in Santa Clara, you're expecting better, like them to perform better, surely, right?
Yeah, I mean, I won't, like, I kept on this thing like 7 of 9 quarters. After the first quarter today, they've looked like crap against real defenses in the playoffs. I'm not going to count the full 12 because the last quarter and a half was pretty rough, but they moved the ball. What was the third quarter? I think they had like 115 yards, but I know they missed the kick. But
and they got stalled on the two.
I don't know what it is. Like, Will Campbell has struggled. Offensive line looks a little bit overwhelmed. And like on top of that, like, Drake May's clock hasn't sped up. I'm not saying that that's like necessarily a bad thing, but like, because usually when you say clock is sped up, it's a bad term. Like they're throwing early in a clean pocket. Like he stands tall in a not clean pocket, he's like a beat too long for me.
Yeah,
I feel like that's got to be a big.
He ran into pressure, and I'm like, is there really nothing open downfield? I think my other observation, Austin, was he's like they do nothing fucking easy. Like Stidham got a lot of easy shit early, like 5-6 yard drag and screens, and I felt like New England was just like everything felt labored. I don't know what kind of offense I was watching today.
Yeah, like even the deep throws, like definitely early in the game. It was again tough because of the weather in the second half, but like Surtain was like right on them, and it's like you got to throw an absolute perfect ball to convert this. And so I don't, we talk about May's deep passing accuracy all year long. Like that was the concern for them. Like guys run wide open all year against bad teams. Like what happens when there isn't that, like, hey, there's no one near Stephon Diggs running across the middle. So that's that is like one of my concerns, is that three defenses, it just never has looked easy for them against these three teams.
Dominic brings up a great point. Like they need a great play design. The only play that looked wide open was the flea flicker to that they hit Mac Hollins, and he had maybe like two steps on the corner. That was it. It was one fucking throw where they had a guy truly open.
And I thought that was a game. I talked about this on Thursday. Like I thought the running backs and tight ends for the Patriots could
drew up nothing easy. There was no dump off to Ramondre. Henry, he drew up a stupid screen with like overloaded with defenders on the one side, needing 8 yards. I'm like, it was bad play calls all around.
Yeah. I didn't love, and again, part of this is like I always try to give the play callers a little bit of slack when you think you're overmatched on the offensive line, but like they're also, I want to see some creativity to like kind of like, hey, you can't just run 3-4 yards, rush 3-4 yards upfield. Like we're gonna do these quick screens and like they had after the Stidham fumble.
Yeah,
the first, they did like a fake. Dre took one step, like he was gonna hand off to the right, and then came back with a quick slant. Like, okay, that's something that I'm like, okay, yeah, you saw something on film that you can maybe get it. It just never felt like, and it's been all playoffs long. It never feels like they have those easy answers, which is funny because like when it's Josh McDaniels. When Brady was there, like they always had the easy answers.
Yeah,
like he always took those. So it is interesting. I don't know if that's an offensive line. Maybe the wide receivers just. I think we all know they're probably not. Like there's nobody there that you're really willing to invest in. But that was a little shocking today. Nothing easy for them early in the game.
Big Puka handoff. I'm looking at the stat. They are in the Super Bowl, averaging 18 points per game. It's the fewest since the 1979 Rams. It's been like 46 years since a team with this inept an offense is going to be in the Super Bowl. That being said, Austin,
that's playoff scoring only, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, just playoff scoring. Yeah, no, Pats were very good in the
regular season. Yeah, I know. I didn't know if it was like.
I just want to see this play. All right, looks like a big play to Devontae Adams. If they can get this guy healthy again, who do you think is the preferred opponent then? Is it the Seattle where they can play a defense? If their defense looks as good as it has, maybe they can hold down a Darnold and a one weapon offense, or is it Rams where they can probably move the ball?
Yeah, I was actually just talking to a Pats fan about this. I think it's easily the Rams, even though I think the spread money line will be pretty similar. It's weird to like kind of say this, but matchup wise, like I think there's more paths to victory against the Rams. I think the Rams defense is a little leaky, so I think the Pats have a chance to kind of take advantage of that.
Distant at times.
Yeah, but even still, if you're gonna assume we get the best of them, both teams, right? Like there's a quicker path to like 31-28.
Got it.
Than like the Seahawks front with how the Patriots have dealt with these three defenses. Like they look lost. Like I don't know if they win the Texans game if they have if the Texans have a competent offense.
No.
Like, yeah, right.
Listen,
So like you're getting new Seattle, who like disguises their front, disguises their coverages, all this stuff like confuses the heck. Their defensive line's insane, just like Houston's is. That one's to me is like, I don't know, what can they win 17-14 in that game? Like,
if
that's
they
tough.
get the Seahawks, like, is there a better or a harder path of defenses than Chargers, Texans, Broncos, Seahawks? That's
No, that
the gauntlet, right? As far as
yes,
defenses
that
go.
I would say. I mean, Broncos are probably the least, like the lowest rated in my rankings, my models rankings. Seattle's 1, Houston's 2, and the Chargers are like 5-ish. So yeah, I don't know if you can really get
Other than like,
get a better run there.
yeah, other than maybe like Eagles instead of a Broncos, like that's pretty
Yeah,
much
that's about it. That's about where you can go. So, and the Broncos play a unique style. Like I say that they're still good. Like I've kind of been talking down on them, mainly because I think a lot of people think they're elite, and I don't think they're quite that high. Like they're still a very good defense, but
whoa, did they missed a face mask there? Did that?
I
I
didn't see
I
it.
saw a face mask.
Didn't see the
Yeah.
replay.
On Stafford. What the? That's a bad miss. Do you want
The
do you hope face masks and stuff should be like virtual judge should come down and say, hey, there was a face mask missed? Or what's your take on how much a virtual judge should have say?
So since they switched the face mask to like if you grab it at all, like
Yeah.
you used to have the 5 and the 15, a
Yeah.
little bit subjectivity in it. Since it's like, I don't care if you get like one little finger in there, it's 15. Like, why is it not buzz
Yeah.
down and change? Like, if we can do 12 men, I think it's the same thing. Like, if you can do 12 men,
Yes.
I don't get why you can't do face
The only
masks.
thing
I don't get.
the only thing I don't want is ambiguous stuff like holding or PI.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything else that's like cut and dry, I
Right.
want definitive.
Like false starts,
Yes.
offsides. I think offside should be there. Like, if you can clearly see the guy, like all those Eagles tush pushes that we had in early part of the year, false starts or the offsides on the other side of it, like buzz down. Why are like, I don't know. I know people don't love replay and like get annoyed when it happens, but like if they can just make it quick and we don't have to wait around, I don't see the issue with it.
What's there to hate? Like if there's no time delay, you're mad that
Right.
they got the correct call. It's like people who have an issue in baseball of like the robo umps, and I'm like, no, I want to know that
Right.
it's a strike or a ball. I don't want a guy's fucking subjectivity to decide if it's a strike or a ball.
Right. Yeah, no, that irritates me too, is that I feel like the people who complain about replay if we included that with more penalties, the cut and dry ones, black and white, are the same ones that are like, the NFL script's written, the script was, so like, what do you want here? Do you want like, I don't know. I don't see those. And I would go as far like, I'm fine. I like the challenge, the DPI. I hated how it was implemented because they never overturned anything. They basically sided with the call on the field every time. So, but like, I don't know. DPI is such a big call, like 40-yard bomb. If it's nothing, I think we can, I'm okay with challenging it. Why not?
Do you think college has it more right with the 15 yards as opposed to the spot at the foul? Because I've heard a lot of people say that, and I kind of like spot at the foul. I don't think if it's 50 yards down the field and you can tackle a guy and only be punished for 15. I think that's wrong.
Yeah, that's kind of my I can't get over the like 45-yard you're beat, you just run through a guy. I know the underthrown deep ball DPI is the most efficient play in the league, and it's painful to watch sometimes, but like it's tough. Like
I hate that. I hate reward for a bad throw. I truly I don't know what the solve is, but it can't be like it's just every time you underthrow and the receiver has to stop his route, it's a PI.
So I'm with. I think I actually hate the college one in that regard. Like, just because if you have a 35, 40-yard pass where a guy just tackles a guy, like they teach that in college. Like, hey, if you're beat, like, I don't care if you take him down because like 15 yards is better than 45 or 6. So, I'm good with that. So I don't know how you fix the underthrown DPI. that's too probably subjective to happen, but
I mean, they take away stuff that's like overthrown sometimes, and they say it's uncatchable. Should
well, that actually just happened to Adams.
yes.
The one that hit the pylon, they were like, yeah,
Yeah.
uncatchable. I'm like, he got hit when he
Yeah.
tried to make his move. So, like,
Yeah.
we don't know. Like,
Yeah,
that's why I think illegal contact, even if the ball's in the air, I wish they could call that illegal contact. Like, okay, maybe it's not DPI because we don't know if he could have got there, but he was making a move and the guy didn't let him get through. We don't know. Like,
no.
there's too much subjectivity there to not have a flag.
JSN is fucking cooking right now. He's having a good.
Yeah.
This is like.
Oh, and then we got a good Kenneth Walker too. Like,
yeah. This is like Seattle's playing at some of their best ball.
Kenneth Walker playing at this level, like maybe Zach Charbonnet, if he doesn't have his normal number 2 running back, he has a little bit more juice because this is the best he's looked all year.
Yeah, should also have unintentional grounding. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. I don't think there is subjectivity. I think you could easily get a field judge. Oh, darn it.
Yeah. I think they should get rid of the spiking the ball at the feet. Like, I think if a ball is uncatchable for like and you're under pressure, automatically, like, I don't care if you spike it like that. Like, I feel like Eli Manning and probably Tom Brady was up in there, but Eli, I feel like always did this. Would just spike it right like 5 yards in front. They'd be like, the running back's there. I'm like, no, the running back had no chance of catching that. That should be intentional grounding. That one, and I hate the high throw through like in the red zone. Like, you just chuck it 20. I hate that. That should be grounding too.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
They've called it sometimes, but that should be called all the time. You know what? I think it should be like, if you're a quarterback you gotta like keep it within the first 5 rows of the stands.
So Braden Fisk getting to Darnold there. That seems to be like one of the more intriguing matchups, is how the interior Seahawks O-line, which isn't very good, holds up against that Rams interior D-line, which is actually very, very good.
Yeah, Rams D-line is like pretty much their whole defense.
I love it.
They don't.
You know what I love about it, Austin? It's just a bunch of like second and – I mean, I know Braden Fisk and Jared Verse, they went first and second round in the same draft, but like Byron Young and Kobe Turner, they hit on a lot of these late picks when they didn't have all their firsts. You remember?
What's funny is after they won the Super Bowl, everybody's like, they're all in year, and they had like 40 rookies on their roster. They're like, they
didn't have first, but they were loaded in like rounds 2 to 7.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of drafting later.
I think so too. They've had that reputation of like fuck them picks, and then they've been like a hoarder of picks and making a lot of picks as of late.
And I know you were talking with Flup about this with coaching changes. I think that's the benefit that you kind of have when you have your quarterback in place, you have your head coach in place, like you have a offensive genius at head coach, and like Puka was a 5th round pick, so like they hit on it. Like, that was another great hit by them. Like, it's kind of the route I think you should go.
Yes,
is like you can if you can cash in, go ahead, but also like if you can just like if you have your offense in place, you can kind of be young and inexperienced. And I don't like Jared Verse is getting there, but like I don't know if they have any like stars on defense, but yet their defense is still
good. What was that famous defense? It was like the no-name defense, right? It was just like everybody's just above a level, but nobody's great.
Yeah.
You spoke about like coaching hires, and our new GM, I've heard so many sound clips of him. Everything he says, I love. Like, he talks about building it through the trenches. He talks about drafting a quarterback every year, right? Until you have your guy, and having a deep room, and having guys in. And he talks about how Green Bay was smart and how they approached the position. And then he hires Jeff Hafley and Bobby Slowik. And I'm just like, that doesn't square with all the other sharp shit you're saying, I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
But this is the tough part about just like getting all the pieces right. Like, it's hard to find those guys in the league who, build the team the right way, spend their draft and free agency like the right way, but also like the on-field stuff, game management, play calling, all that the right way. Like, so I don't like Slowik's a tough one because I don't love him either, but I'm willing to give him like a tiny bit of a pass, still young.
Sure. Yeah, from the Shanahan system, and maybe it was all too soon for him. Hafley's bad because he wasn't successful at college. He wasn't a great. I
didn't think the Green Bay defense was that good.
No, did a team underperform their talent more than Green Bay's defense?
And like the defensive backfield just fell off. Like I know they had some injuries there through the years, but like I don't know. Like people, I know Parsons got off to such a good start, and they got off to a good start this year, but like that defense wasn't that good.
No,
they were maybe above average, and
yet they have so much. Like they have
legit, and
they have guys.
When you take Parsons off the field, they were one of the worst defenses in the league. So it's is it just one guy, one of the best defensive players in the league? So yeah, that was an interesting. Like Mike McCarthy was interesting too, but like at least McCarthy has proven it, I'm not a retread hire guy, so like I don't think it'll work out, in the Steelers rosters in shambles too. But no, Miami,
he gives you a safe floor, but a limited ceiling.
Yeah,
and I'm a firm believer of like I don't want that. I want to see if the Rams passing game coordinator Nate Skillhouse actually is a guy.
Yeah.
I want to see if Davis Webb, a 30-year-old quarterbacks coach, is a guy.
Yeah.
I'd rather see that than a defensive-minded guy who's like, we'll punt on 4th and 1 and like have that mentality of like safe floor and no ceiling. I don't want that because I know where we're going to end up in 3 years.
If you look at if you had to name the top, I know we did this before the year, but if you had to look at all the top 10 coaches right now, how many of them weren't young hires?
I know.
Sean Payton
was the original young out of nowhere guy, and then it's Sean McVay. Mike McDonald, I know he wasn't out of nowhere. He was highly touted, but he was young when they hired him. Vrabel was like a coach almost the year he retired, pretty much. He was immediately back in the league.
But even like I'll go with like Andy Reid was an older one. Like how like he was a head coach for so many years now that like he was a younger hire when he first got his job with the Eagles. Like so I'll go like John Harbaugh had success. He was younger when he got hired. Like so I'm not saying that young is the way to go, but like obviously young back like 20 years ago was like 40, low 40s. Now it's like you can be mid 30s and be 100%. So I'm with you in that I want the young coach like Mike McDonald, super young. Like he's still young. Like I think he's like 36 or something, like 38 maybe.
Yeah.
And this is his second year as a head coach. So that's the route I would want to go as well. Just because I think there's a like you got to chase the ceiling. I don't think chasing floors. Like I think the Steelers are in floor chasing mode.
I think
and just like, hey, can we keep this?
Yes, I think head coach and quarterback, you have to chase ceilings. I don't want a safe floor. Safe floor means you don't get a top pick. I want you to be so bad or so good, and I don't want any in between.
Right. And the floor, chasing the floor, like even with, I think a lot of teams are seeing this now, and I think this is why offenses in the league are kind of broken in a way. And this kind of goes to the Dolphins. This kind of goes to anybody who paid their quarterbacks in this last 5 years with this hyperinflation at the quarterback positions. Like a lot of these guys kind of had these higher floors. Like I'd say Detroit's in with this with Goff. They paid Goff, and it's like, okay, what's the ceiling there?
The problem with Tua and Goff were you'd almost rather save the 10 million and go 3 years on guys like Baker and Darnold than that. Because if you're going to have that, that middling quarterback, I'd rather have him for 10, 15 cheaper and short term so that I can try it for a year or two and then bail. Tying up Tua and Goff to those kind of who are like at best are better versions of Baker and Darnold, but you're paying them that $55 million range is insane.
Yeah. And you get there, like, again,
Simon,
Goff,
I agree. Goff is better than Tua. I also think
and
Tua has regressed post concussion. So like a lot of this is like
this year, I would say like this year, I would actually say Goff or Tua 2 years ago was probably pretty close to what Goff was. It was in structure. Like this year, he had like impeccable accuracy. He got the ball out quick. This year, the accuracy went away, and I think it was just the hits just added up, and who can blame it? But the issue, I think, like with Goff, and then you add in like if you don't, the Lions crushed the draft
big
for
run,
a bit.
big run from,
and then they draft. I know Jahmyr Gibbs is great, but they drafted running back at 12, and then they drafted Jack Campbell, who's a solid player. They drafted him 18th overall. Like, and now you're just like, you have to hit in the draft. You have to basically do the opposite of what the Rams have done.
Yes.
And now the Rams, I don't think people realize this. The Rams are set up. They have 2 firsts. Like, like, and if Stafford can, play at this level for a couple more years and not retire, who's kind of set up better than the Rams right now? No, I don't know how many teams are.
I mean, they're the best setup team that doesn't have their quarterback on a rookie contract. Because, like, obviously,
yeah.
If you have a rookie contract like Drake May, like the Pats can go and swing on a big receiver next year, AJ Brown or whatever.
Yeah, like the Bears. I know not everybody's a Caleb Williams guy, but the Bears, he's making
loaded
$10
up on
million.
Yeah, so they could hire the best O-line in one offseason like they did.
Yeah, so the Rams have actually somehow like flipped this. Like, this is somehow like, okay, we got 2 firsts after we paid a quarterback, and that's like never happens.
There is another edge, and I'll say it like right after this play because it's a big play, and we're setting up for a big third down. It almost feels like late Brady where Stafford's now underpaid. So, like, if you don't have the rookie QB, if you have an aging quarterback that's willing to take less than market value, now
the quarterback market is broken.
But yeah, if Stafford's willing to take the 2-year, he's getting paid $40 million a year.
Dude, even if he gets 45,
that's an edge when he's still playing at a top 5 level.
Yep. Well, and like I go through it. I know the Chiefs traded away Tyreek Hill. They got draft picks, so they're kind of in the same boat. But like you have, Josh Allen just restructured, and he's at $55 million now. But Jordan Love's at $55 million. Trevor Lawrence is at $55 million. Dak's at $60. I'm a Dak fan, but he's $5 million more than anybody else. Like Tua was at 53-1. Jared Goff 53. Like it's bad.
No, NCI, he just came back in. They have their own drives. Like it'll be a Blake Corum drive, but he got a lot of carries and got tired. So Kyron just came back in, hoping we can get him into the end zone.
So like Kirk Cousins got $45 million. Like if you can get Stafford for $45 million, 100%. If Stafford gets $45 million, that's what Patrick Mahomes is making, by the way. He'll be like the 13th highest paid quarterback on an average per year. That's insane.
What do you make of them going back to Bieniemy? I know Andy calls the plays. Is this Andy can't yell at the players and maybe he feels they've gotten a little undisciplined? Because Bieniemy is drill sergeant, right? He pushed Bieniemy out 3 years ago, didn't want him, and then he did the same thing to Matt Nagy this year. Try to pump up his tires for a head coach job. Titans don't hire him. They get impressed by Salah. And then he still pushes Matt Nagy out. I think Matt's going to end up in Philly as their offensive coordinator. And he brings back Bieniemy. Is it like, do you think it's just like it's a comfort thing for Andy Reid and he was just done with Nagy? Or is it, I need somebody to yell at the fucking players again?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I wonder how much of that even really happens with that team. I know, like, you're changing the guard. The big thing for them, I think, is like Kelsey finally fell off and he can't be the number one guy.
I think Worthy and Rice probably need the yelling, not Mahomes and Kelsey.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. But I think it does change things a bit. And like I've been following some guys talking scheme with what Bieniemy, like it'll be a different
the run game scheme that he picked up from Ben Johnson. I was reading that.
Yeah, too. Like I think it's kind of like I think it's true. Like sometimes you just need a breath of fresh air. And I mean the run game was bad this year, but like the passing game was still pretty good. Like Mahomes was absurd this year, but it was out of structure. So I think it's one of those things where, and I think there was like such a media push too for Bieniemy to get a look, that like it kind of made sense to kind of like, hey, go out on your own. So because everybody kept saying like, it's just Andy Reid, doing it. The Nagy thing I think was just like, all right, this isn't. It's not working. When you were my quarterback's coach, it was fine, but it's not working when you're the second, the second brain behind the play calling operation.
It's so funny, depending on what the Rams do here, but it feels like Seattle's been the better team in the first half.
It's gonna be 10-9.
And
We're losing.
Yeah, right. If and the Rams have a shot to be leading at half. Now they did get the ball, so obviously that makes
this is the defensive problem, I think, in the league. If you are a defensive first team, is that no matter if the offense of the other team is good, it doesn't really matter how good your defense is at times, you're going to get got.
Of course.
And if your offense, which the Seahawks have been very big play driven tonight, if you cannot sustain those drives, then like you're kind of always fighting this battle a little bit. Like, I think people would say that about the Broncos today. I know they went for it on fourth down and didn't get it, but it's like, you know what, 7-7 at or were they losing at halftime or 7-7? I think it was 7-7.
It was 7-7 at halftime.
Yeah.
Pat scored the field goal on the first drive.
So it's like, they were dominating. But like, were they dominating? Like the defense was playing well, but like the offense outside of the scripted plays didn't really.
They had one throw from Stidham.
Like
Christian Gonzalez amazingly got beat deep, and that was pretty much it.
They caught him sleeping, and then like the Pats woke up a little bit, and then everything else was like quick game, nothing. Like I feel like we do that, but it's defensive teams that usually fall into that trap.
Drunken Goon says Parkinson 15 snaps, Ferguson 14, Puka 14, Davis Allen 14. So they've gone back to the 13 personnel. They're not running 11. I still don't understand what happened last week, Austin, where they decided out of nowhere to go back to 11. But it looks like Colby's the only one who got the catch, but I think we're got to get a Terrence Ferguson at some point. We're going to get a Ferguson catch. Or I hope so.
Yeah, people were trying to figure out like the game plan for the Rams. Like, I don't know. It's hard. I'm not going to question Sean McVay too often, but like, I think if sometimes you just see something and it doesn't work, you know?
Yeah. I don't know what the thinking was last week going to 11 personnel, but I'm glad that they've gone back to their heavy personnel.
Yeah.
I like it when teams are a little bit more predictable. It helps us.
Yeah. Like you didn't love the Jared Stidham projection this week. Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
I know they covered, but
Austin,
I think the Patriots were the right side.
It came down to the 2-yard line, and the Pats of 3 cracks it in don't advance a yard. Like that's the difference between the cover and the not. Because Stidham sucked. Anyone's handicap who was Stidham's.
He was terrible.
He was terrible. He was fucking terrible.
And what's funny is he was the opposite of like
hold it right here. Hold it. Oh, baby. Kyron Williams. Yeah, baby.
There it is.
Anytime touchdown score, baby. We got one in. We got him through the door. You know, I just watched the pizza buffet, Austin, and I steal Rob's touchdown scores, you know?
You're not the only one.
I'll tell you, it's, you know what? I actually don't, but like, I'm sorry. Anytime Kyron Williams is priced like plus 120 or worse, I'm like, hello, come on. The guy gets the fucking all the goal line touches, man.
Right. Yeah. It's like the fantasy who was with the Jamal Williams with the Lions a couple years ago.
Yeah.
He had like 17 touchdowns or something like that, but he like rushed for, he had decent rushing numbers, but he did like was never the main guy.
All right, we'll give the credit to Pizzola because he said it on air before me.
Yeah,
sorry, I interrupted. What we were saying. But the Pats and the Stidham.
There was just nothing like when I know he hasn't played much, but like when you're the veteran, it's like don't turn the ball over, which there was some issues with that review process or whatever, call on the field, whatever happened there. Sure. But like there were multiple times that he didn't like get rid of the ball, dude. Like you're only losing this game.
Yeah.
You're only losing this game if you turn it over. Throw the ball away. Like that was something that I thought for sure was going to be like, all right, he's gonna never take a risk, and he just kept like drifting. Like, I'm just gonna scoot back 2 more yards. Like, dude, throw it away. Like, what are you doing? That was shocking for me.
I'm with you, man. There's
on top of the fact he did nothing.
There was one I thought he was gonna get caught for. I thought he was gonna get strip sacked, He was rolling out to his right, hanging on way too long. If all they did was punt and had no negatives, because I'm going to tell you something, a hidden edge in the game. The Broncos punter was awesome, and the Pats punter sucked today. Like, the Broncos had the best field position all game. It felt like the Pats were always buried deep. They're punting like 30 yards, sideline stuff going out early, and the Broncos punter was just drilling everything. It was a little frustrating. They punted, and like the Broncos started at the 32 after the punt. The Patriots 32.
Yeah, the Broncos had 181 yards, and they had 124 on those 3 consecutive drives. It was the second, third, and fourth drive of the game.
Yeah,
or maybe it wasn't the 3. Maybe it was second and third were 2 of them. But like it was 3 consecutive. It was second, third, and fourth drives of the game. Like, they didn't move the ball after that. Like, they were terrible. I'm with you. Anybody who was like, oh, Jarrett Stidham, like, he knows how to run this offense. He's going to do all this stuff. He knows. I saw like people like, he's good with protections. Like, when you're going to, like I said this on Thursday, if you're going to protections, this guy's not good. Like, that's a signal for me in the future with a backup quarterback. If somebody, like some of these film guys are like, he's really good with protection, I'm going to probably bet the other side.
Yeah.
Which, unfortunately, the Pats didn't get home today. That would have been infuriating if I was on them. But
okay, so I was on them, and I waited to the right time. I got the 3.5.
But I did everything right.
But I will say this, Austin, I'm not as mad because I have a lot of Patriots futures.
That helps.
Super Bowl, so it's like it's hard to get mad when they didn't lose. If they lost, then I don't know how I'm doing.
Right? Yeah. They still advanced.
I'd be fucking spinning in orbit right now if they lost.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I think they probably cover if the weather's better. Because they like the one play they just rolled out and threw it away. Like, they were just like, "Nah, we're good here. Like, we're not losing. We're not losing. The only way we're losing. This is what the Broncos didn't do. The only way we're losing is if we turn the ball over. So it's like, we're just gonna roll out and throw this away. It was like 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 11 or something.
They figured out about halfway through the third quarter that Stidham couldn't score, and they just said, "Fuck it, we'll let him make the mistake." Like, there's nothing. We just got to kill clock and punt and be safe.
Yep, they were like, "We'll score again if he turns it over."
Yeah.
That was that. And that's where, like, I get Vrabel for me is pretty. I don't think I had him in my list going into the year. My top 10.
He does.
I think he's in it for me, man. He was good on 4th downs this year. He knows how to, like, manage the game.
Yeah, because you know what?
His teams play well.
Unlike Tomlin, who's like, so there's a category of like motivational head coach.
Yeah.
They're not an offensive or defensive play caller. The difference is Vrabel's always been on the front edge of like a game of situational football. I remember he used to do the intentional penalty stuff. He's always been getting his edges.
He's always trying to gain an edge. Yep.
Tomlin does none of that. Tomlin just does straight up.
Tomlin did it one time. I don't know if you remember. It was like 2016.
Okay.
He was it was with Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown. He started going for 2. It was that revolution. And then against the Cowboys, he went 0 for 6 and they lost. And it was like, nope, that's it. We're done here.
Never again.
They moved the ball up and down the field all game, and they went 0 for 6 on 2-point conversions. Listen. And he was like, nah, never again, man. And he was one of the most conservative coaches in that regard. So yeah, I'm with you. Like, I think Vrabel is significantly I just like, even like, I think he has that Tomlin level of like the guys, they're coached well. I know that's bad, like weird to say, and like it sounds narrative, but it is. Like, there are good coaches and there are bad coaches in this league in terms of like teaching stuff. And I think Vrabel's very good at it.
There was a moment 2 years ago. I can't remember who the tight end center was. Ben something or something, veteran, completely 2 or 3 years ago, completely injured. Like, his leg might have been like not functioning. And he sucked it up to finish the game. And I remember Vrabel waiting for him in the tunnel as he was coming off the field, and he just hugged him and thanked him. He goes, "Thank you for," because he knew, and that center was willing to play that hurt because his coach needed him in that moment. I said, that's the plus stuff of Vrabel, plus the situation in football.
And I like Tomlin. I think was like Tomlin and Vrabel. I think are very similar, and I think you're right that Vrabel was doing the grinding of the edges where Tomlin was not. Like because he was like we joke about the voodoo all the time. A lot of times the voodoo is like deflected pass at the line of scrimmage. You know who's always been good at that? The Steelers. Yeah. Like they're always good at strip sacks.
It's the weirdest.
They get there.
They I guess their defensive linemen are taught to put their hands up a lot when they can't get to the sack. Watt specifically goes for the ball when he's sacking. Will Anderson's another. Will Anderson.
Yeah, I was gonna say Will Anderson's getting that way, but like Watt at the peak, he's obviously taking that. Like Watt, that's why Watt. Like people, I know a lot of people hate the Steelers. I know there's people out there who are like, Watt doesn't have that great at pressure numbers, but I'm like, yeah, but when he gets there, that ball is loose more often than anyone.
Yes. Plus, it's a lot of the picks are like tip drill picks. It's they know how to get their hands on the ball, and big things can happen.
And he'll if he doesn't win, like a lot of times they don't win. I feel like guys don't get their hands up and stuff.
Got it. There we go.
Watt always does.
Ben Jones, Paul.
Yep.
Thank you, because I do. Oh man, that's the name. Ben Jones was so banged up, and he finished that game for Vrabel.
Yeah, they. I'm a Vrabel fan. It's when you look at Tennessee and what they've gone from. It's interesting.
You know what's interesting.
I get it, but
okay, Austin. There's like functionally, we all agree we want like a young, offensive-minded head coach that's forward-thinking, right? That's an offensive play caller. That's the ideal.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's an exception to the rules of like McDonald's such a good defensive play caller, and Vrabel's the one motivational maybe because he actually grinds edges. Doesn't mean you should aim for that. I still want to take my swings at like the more likely path to a good head coach, but there are exceptions that we can't like not pretend they don't exist.
Yeah, I think it's the I know you said don't hunt floor, but I think the difference there is like the floor can drop out on Mike Vrabel pretty quick and we saw this in Tennessee if the quarterback's not there. Whereas like you can see with I'll say Matt LaFleur, although Malik Willis comes in, he's great.
I lost a lot of money betting against the Titans during Vrabel's tenure because like their underlying numbers, the stuff that I model, never looked good. But
it's the Steelers. It's the same thing. It's those guys. And like I will you Belichick did this.
Yeah.
And like he was great at all. I know he had Tom Brady for a lot of it. Don't get me wrong, but like they covered at such an insane rate. Yeah. Like I remember Rob says all the time, like when I came up through modeling, I learned a lot from Rob, and Rob was like, yeah, I just like, I have to add a point to the Patriots. Cause like
100%.
My model can't grab, like models don't grasp outliers, right? They regress outliers. So those type of things. So like, that's why Belichick and Brady did that for so long. Vrabel, I think like it's those things that don't get captured as much. And I honestly, I'll say it like, I know we'll tout him because me and you love him compared to everybody else on this Forward Progress channel, but like Jim Harbaugh, it's the coaching thing. Like that Chargers team, the last 2 years, that team does not have a ton of talent.
No,
and it's just like, yeah, we win 11 games, whatever. Like
he's keeps overperforming his talent. I remember 2 years ago, it was like, oh, this defense, there's no way this defense is this good 2 years ago. And then this year, to win 11 games without like basically
they didn't have offensive line all year.
The worst offensive line in football. And they were functional enough to win 11 games.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of those things that you can't grasp. I think you see it with teams who like I was like Jared Goff when McVay took over. He went from like the worst rookie season ever to like a good quarterback in year 2, made the playoffs, and it was like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's what happens when you have good coaching, good scheme, and all these things. Those are even like and trench play is tough with that. Like if you have good trench play, it's hard to model that. Definitely years ago.
Well, even the Drake May stuff was a little weird when like they were bad, but like obviously Gerard Mayo was such a bad coach. Now, I don't think anybody saw this ceiling. Like nobody said preseason the Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl. But it was pretty easy to figure out early, even with their O-line issues, that this team is, I know, weak schedule. Okay, let's put the caveats there. But Drake May was way ahead of developmental schedule. Like he was clearly better than what we thought right away.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you saw with Detroit this year. Ben Johnson leaves. Second half of the year, the Bears got better.
Yeah,
and you started kind of seeing like, hey, this kind of looks like a Bear, like the Lions team. You know, Caleb still has his inefficiencies, obviously, but and then you see the like what Jared Goff looks like, and it's like, oh,
yeah,
maybe Ben Johnson was pretty. Like that's the stuff it's hard. Like it's hard to model that. I guess is the point. Like when a coordinator changes teams like that, you know, you can't just be like like you could just be like, I'm just going to add a point, but that gets very subjective. And there's been misses at times if you do that. So difficult part of the game.
The other thing we need to remember is it's not a right away improvement. So obviously Ben Johnson got better as the year went on. I thought Liam Cohen and the Jaguars, the same thing. We can all pretend Jacoby Myers came in and was prime Calvin Johnson, and that's why they're all took off. But like the whole offense as a whole started hitting from the bottom.
And I would argue, I think we talked about this before the wild card round with them, is like I went back and looked. I'm like, their offense wasn't even that. Like I think everybody kind of was like, wow, it's probably top 5 offense. They were like 8th to 11th in a lot of the key metrics. So like they were good. And I think that kind of that's why it's like this wasn't prime Calvin Johnson adding to the like it was like, hey, they added a guy and everything's kind of starting to flow better. To where if you told me like at the beginning of the year, because I was high on the Cohen hire as well, like, okay, the Jags are going to end up in that 8th to 11th range for the whole year, I'd be like, yeah, that's about where I'd imagine Trevor Lawrence in year one with Liam Cohen works well. Yeah, like the Eagles are the perfect example of that.
Yeah,
like the two of the last 4 years, bad OC, the numbers are terrible, like not good. Good OC, they're like a top 5 offense. It's crazy.
And we knew like week 1 was like, okay, maybe it's an aberration, but like the underlying stuff of like, not running any play action or motion or nothing. And then after week 2, I'm like, okay, this is very vanilla. Patullo is not good.
Yeah.
Austin, I like to in the offseason like start doing the I like to go through the coaches and figure out what to expect schematically from a team. I haven't done any of that stuff yet. I like to separate it so it's right after the season. And I also give myself a 1-week break after the season before I start getting into all the offseason stuff. But it's felt like a strange hiring cycle. So it feels like there's a lot more to parse this week. There haven't been like I've been shocked by a lot of the hirings. I was shocked by the Hafley, not from I knew once we hired the Packers guy, it was a distinct possibility, but I'm still shocked that Hafley became a head coach. I was shocked by the Salah stuff. I was shocked by the Mike McCarthy stuff. There was more surprising stuff like Harbaugh and Stefanski felt like predictable, like it was Giants and then Falcons. Were there. And after that, it's just been what the heck is going on here ever since.
I think it gets weird when we've had this run now of these young. It all comes from the Shanahan McVay tree for the most part, except for Ben Johnson. But like that's what we had for so many years now. Like all these young offensive-minded head coaches, for the most part, came from that tree. And, you know, guys have not worked out and everything. Like the Eagles had their little bit, like Steichen's still there, but and even before that, Frank Reich. This cycle felt very dry.
Yes.
In terms of young offensive, like the play callers weren't there. Like you were talking about, like Shieldhouse, like he's not a play caller. He like passing game coordinator. You know, like we're like it's one step. Like the guys, like I felt like the QB coach, like Davis Webb. It was like no offensive coordinators were exciting. It was like the younger guy, which I think teams struggle to pull the trigger on there.
Kubiak's the only one that had like a little bit of sizzle, and obviously we
can't do anything yet.
Can't do anything yet. But you're right. It's felt like we've had to dig a third layer deep. And I think Minter was the one DC we knew was going to get a job. So
Yeah.
at least the two obvious stuff. I was intrigued by some of the like I thought Zach Robinson could have been intriguing. I'm glad that he got another OC job. I know that not everyone loved what he did in Atlanta, but yeah, it's a big throw to JSN.
Yeah.
I thought he maximized what he was allowed to do in anything. Even though people were,
I think that was
that he
I was gonna say, Zach Robinson was a good hire. Just we don't get to see the numbers of what OCs are getting paid and everything, but like I think you could probably get him for decently cheap because they came off a bad year.
Yes,
and he got you got him for discount because a rookie or second year quarterback, basically a rookie because he played 2 games last year, didn't really pan out. And then I think they got better when Kirk Cousins came along. So it's like, hey, maybe this will work out. So
they also
I
lost
do like that.
They also lost London to a PCL, which basically he was out for 4 weeks and then he was bad for 3 weeks. Like it felt like for 7 weeks they didn't have Drake London available. So I thought they did okay, all things considered. Seattle, big throw. Obviously a field goal before half is big, but a touchdown would be really big.
I'd say that's the Darnold experience. Should have had interception and then drop that ball down the seam there.
The Rams had the ball,
for you.
had a chance to go up 10, and like that's how much 2 drives can swing this whole game at half.
Yep.
Yeah, it's big.
God, I love these two teams, man.
Yeah, it looks like they're going.
I love everything about these two.
Yeah, me too. They're
like Darnold in the Seahawks offense was kind of sputtering. At the end of the year.
This had to be the NFC Championship game. Lots to parse.
I'm so happy.
I think we'll look at some Holani markets. He's getting a lot of plays. Even when he's not getting touches, he's been on the field more than I thought.
Are you speaking of Jim Harbaugh, Mike McDaniel, if he doesn't get a head coaching job, because that's still possible, but how bullish are you on the Los Angeles Chargers?
Very, very.
I'm actually kind of mad that they got, I'm not mad that I was going to be so high on them anyway, but now I feel like the narrative's going to kind of like.
Oh, McDaniel was too sexy because he brings a lot of cachet, right?
Like, honestly, give me like Shieldhouse would have flown under the radar a little bit like that. You know? The price would have been better. That's where I'm at. I feel bad. God, I was like salivating because even with Greg Roman, with Joe Alt on the field, they were good and they threw a lot. So like, I was like, okay, hey, we're kind of changing things. Maybe it'll work out. And then the offensive line died, and that was that. But
he just never had the counter punch. I remember the night.
No, he didn't.
Houston. We were talking and I remember Jeff was saying, "What do you expect him to do?" The O-line's out. And I'm like, motion, play action.
Again, find the easy stuff.
Yeah, drags and crosses, and he was doing none of that. And I'm like, everything was a slow developing down the field passing attack without the blockers to do it.
Yeah, they. I'll be interested to see what they do in the draft. There's I know it's not the right move, but there's a guard from Penn State who's mocked pretty heavily in the first. Around their area.
Ola
or Vega. Yeah, he goes by Vega, but it's like Ola Vega. Yowone is his last name.
Yeah.
He just seems like a Harbaugh pick. Like that's what like Joe Alt. Remember when Harbaugh got the job and it was like, is he going to go receiver? They have no receivers, and I'm like, no, guys, Joe Alt is there. Like Jim Harbaugh is not passing up possibly a cornerstone touchdown.
Wow.
That's wild.
I don't know. I don't know how. Like, listen, you have goal line. No one should get beat deep, and it should not be JSN that beats you deep. How the fuck do you get beat deep from the goal line?
This game is shaping up to be kind of similar to the last one. I don't think either defense really has an answer. We'll see if there's any second half changes, but God, haymaker after haymaker, these two, exactly what you wanted. That was out of the backfield too. So great design by Kubiak. They lost them. That's like, remember when Puka was scheming, like he was running through like the like guard and tackle to like run routes and stuff. And I'm like, see, that's give me all sorts of that like muddy picture on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah. I wonder if the Chargers are also tempted to go pass rusher in the first round. I know that they got Odafe
It's a
Owe
weak
there.
draft for that.
Is it
Yeah.
in that range? It just they got to start to be thinking
Yeah.
moving on from Khalil Mack at some point.
Yep.
I've
And you
always
get, like I loved Minter, but like you're not gonna have that safeguard either.
yes,
Of like
and I've always
what
felt
they're
you can get starting guards and centers in like rounds 2, 3, and 4, and
Yep.
so I don't love it. I mean, the last time they were needed a guard, they drafted Zion Johnson in the first round, and just him and
Yep.
who was the other one? Kenyon Green. I remember they both went
Yep.
top 20, and just neither guy panned out. I don't love taking
Nope.
guard in the first round, and I don't care how
Yeah.
he is. I remember Chance Warmack from Titans, Peter Skoronski. I don't care how good the guard is. I don't love the positional value of taking a guard in the first round.
And I'll even say, like, who's the best guard who got like I always say, like, I always go back to Quentin Nelson. He felt like he was like the biggest, like, best guard of
like
the last like 10 years.
He went 6th overall, I think. For
Yeah. And like the impact is just not quite there. Even if you're the best guard.
I agree.
It's
I mean,
tough.
Like I look at the Chiefs, man, like Trey Smith, late round pick, Creed Humphrey, late round pick. You can nail guard later. And frankly, you can trade for guards. Like whenever you just need, like there's teams always willing to trade an all pro level guard for a 4th or 5th round pick. Look at the Bears. They acquired guards through trade. So I don't love that using a 1st round pick on a guard, if I'm being honest. And I've seen him being mocked as high as that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like some big boards, he'll be like top 15. And my thing, he's like, he mashes in the run game. So like Harbaugh's going to drool over him. Sure. I hope they don't go that route. What I would like, again, I don't love it, but like wish list, positional value, tight end's kind of weird. But like if you do hit on the tight end, it's quite valuable. Like it's kind of the two. That's like the one position that does have the value of
because
like
the highest paid tight end is never going to be a top 20 highest paid receiver. Like but he can have the same impact.
Right. It's literally half the cost.
Yes, McBride.
Like it's a cheat code. I'll say look at the two. Yeah, look at the two dynasties that we've seen since like 2000. The Patriots, who had Gronk. I know the first part of that wasn't there, but the offense wasn't amazing either then. And the Chiefs with Kelsey. Like and they had to pay them half.
And they were playing the 49ers with Kittle, and sometimes the Eagles with Goddard. Not that Goddard's like in that stratosphere, but the point remains having a really good tight end.
It's a cheat code. It's kind of like what you're talking about with Stafford, the cheap cost of it. But Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon is quite fun. That would be but again, like I don't know. I wish he was linked a little bit higher. I don't know if I'd pull the trigger there, but it's an interesting draft for the Chargers.
I wish somebody would take Michael Mayer off the Raiders for like a 4th or 5th round pick. I think Mayer could.
So the Raiders are interesting to me because I'm excited because of Bowers and Mayer. Like, if you can find, like, they should just be spamming the offensive line. Like, just find a way to, like, Colt Miller, sure, keep, like, he's fine. Every other position is like, come on, figure it out. Like, we got to find something. And, like, I know they're probably going to go with Mendoza at 1, which, whatever, sure. But I'm like, man, if they could just find a little bit, like, they have kind of, I didn't love the Genty pick. I'm not a fan of that. But they have like this 2 tight end system where I'm like, that could be a little fun. Like, because Bowers can be the guy that's like the little bit more of the like spread out wide, and Mayer can be a little bit more inside. It's perfect. It's what you should be building towards. They don't have the offensive line to get there.
Loveland and Tyler Warren look like good tight ends in this draft. I think
Loveland's the guy.
As if the Bears weren't good enough, like sharp enough to have a Ben Johnson as the OC. They also have the potential next young cheat code tight end.
Yeah, and that was my difference. Like I was higher on Loveland than Warren, mainly because like Loveland moves like a wide receiver. And I know there's questions about his blocking, but like, and Kmet's kind of the perfect tight end 2 for them. Like you fit a tight end 2 who can block. Like Loveland is that's what the Chiefs did forever. Like Gronk was a very good blocker, so he was just different in that level. But like Warren was like, I didn't know if he had the ceiling on the pass catching side. Probably a better blocker than Loveland.
Yeah, more
But
of a
yeah, I'm glad we saw.
More of a
Yeah, and I'm
catch.
glad we saw him. Loveland, like he was banged up to start the year. Like second half of Loveland was like, yeah, this guy's gonna be a star in Ben Johnson's offense.
You started to understand why they were very high on him. Austin,
Yeah.
we'll leave it at that. It looks like what 17-13 at half.
Yep.
And I will go through the second half lines. Austin, I guess I will see you in the group chats, and I'm sure we'll be on there soon enough together.
Yeah, we'll do. G-Stack, enjoy the rest of the game, man.
Thank you so much. That's Austin Mock from The Athletic and the Thursday Best Bet Show. All right, let's go through some bets. We'll get Alex to pull up the stuff on FanDuel, and we'll see what's available. Alex, can you go to receiving props and rushing props? I want to see a couple markets. Also, we'll do some sort of parlay. I don't know if it'll be punt, but drop in the comments who you'd like to make the catch. I mean, JSN and Puka are the obvious ones. Who are your second and third options? Terrence Ferguson over 4.5, and he's run like 20. He's like run like 20 plays. Oh, that's very tempting. How the fucking went to Tyler Higbee too. All right, I'm not gonna hit Ferguson again, Alex. I just think it's double dipping. But let's just see. Shaheed, what's Shaheed live? Oh, only need 7 more yards. I could see him hitting Shaheed again. Okay, nothing to do there. Even Parkinson's not getting looks. Lots to parse. Maybe we'll consider both of them. That's not a bad look. Rushing props. I want to see what Holani's priced at because he's on the field a ton. Puka 4.5. Holani 1 yard. They used him in the pass game. Seahawks total pass plays 19-13. JSN on the field for all of them. Looks like Kupp and Barner, Walker, Holani on 11 pass plays. It's too bad they're not putting up a Holani. What's Holani's live touchdown score, Alex? I think that could be an interesting. You know what? I'd like 0.1 unit on George Holani plus 1100. I think he's getting enough looks there. And then we'll go into the drive SGP. We'll cook up something and don't forget, guys, you have your halftime boost from FanDuel. So anything you put in there, yes, Alan Lopez, thank you so much for always posting. You are the man. First of all, what's the drive? What is going to happen on the drive? So Rams 7th drive and Seahawks 6th drive. Let's see. Do we have what the drive is yet or not? No, it doesn't look like we have it. Is that for Holani wheels up? It doesn't look like he's the running. It doesn't look like they want to run him, but he's getting a lot of the pass catching work. That is interesting. That is interesting. Do me a favor if you haven't done so yet. Please smash the like button on the stream. There we go. Okay, do we like offensive touchdown? You know what? I kind of like a punt for Seattle, but one catch and they get there. Put in the punt for now. You know what? Lots to parse. I like that. Field goal attempt. Let's put in Seahawks field goal attempt. Let's put in Rams touchdown. Yeah, we'll want to get Rams touchdown. All right, and now we'll pull up the pass catchers. Has Ferguson been out snapping Higbee? The answer is yes, but somehow Higbee is the only one who's caught a ball. No, let's go with I want to go with Puka and JSN. I think they'll just spam their best guys in the second half. Yeah, let's get Puka for one catch, and let's get JSN for a catch. I like it. Oh, yeah, plus 2189. All right. Seahawks field goal, Rams touchdown, Puka a catch, Jackson Smith and Jigba a catch. I love it. Let's do it. Let us do it. Man, I wonder, does FanDuel have any hypothetical lines up for the Super Bowl yet, or is that still too early? Curious what you guys think the fair lines will be for Pats Rams and Pats Seahawks. Okay, we got Super Bowl winner prices, but not oh baby. Lots the pars boosted to plus 27.57. I love it, my friend. For the Rams, it looks like Puka's been on all 17 routes, Adams on 13, Ferguson on 9, Davis Allen on 9. It looks like Higbee's not even quality life punting. You're absolutely right. -4 doesn't matter. On either side, okay. I guess so. Did we get any news out of the Pats game? No Bo Nix situation, because that was fucking wild. I still remember. All right, Huckleberry Finn, you're in on that parlay. I still remember that getting that news, and I think it was Cleve TA who was the first person to post in our group, and I actually didn't believe him. What was the final SGP? It's a disaster. Nicky Noodles. I think it was Kyron Williams, 70 yards, Kenneth Walker, 30 plus receiving yards, and it was Rams -6.5, and it does not look good. Yeah, shout out to Alan Lopez. He's been the MVP this year, posting the drive charts. Oh, so we went Rams touchdown, Seahawks field goal, and we went with JSN 1 catch and Puka 1 catch. So we're hoping for 2 successful drives to start the second half. I can't believe it's going to be the last watch along of the year, and I'm trying to remember, because we had some brutal games. Obviously, we had week 1, we had that big delay, but there was a bad stretch. I'm trying to think, what was the best Thursday night game you think this year, guys? Do you think it was the Rams Seahawks Classic? There was the Rams 49ers when Jason was freaking out while losing his survivor play. That was kind of epic. When Kyle Shanahan won with all his backups. There was the Buffalo Houston. That was a good game. 2 nice sweats. Atlanta Tampa Bay. I think Alex and I were at home and we were sweating that game. That ended up being a banger Thursday night football watch along. I actually can't remember what my favorite one was. We had Dallas Detroit. That one was pretty good. I think it was the week after Thanksgiving football. Yeah. We had the Baltimore Cincy. We ended up turning it into a movie chat. You know, Rober, Jason freaks out. And then at the end, he's like, I didn't have that much money on it. I'm like, I don't believe you. There's no way a man with not that much money on the line was reacting the way you did. Alan Lopez says, was Bills at Texans on Thursday? It was. I remember because we spammed Khalil Shakir for most receiving yards, and he got us that because Jalen Petrie was out for the Texans, and they just kept spamming the slot. We had the Bears and Eagles game Friday. I think it was the first time we had 4 people in the studio. It was Rob, myself, Feinberg, and Jason. That was a good game. You want a drunk Rob appearance? There's 0 chance Rob's coming on. When he said on the pizza buffet, I might come on, I'm like, there's no way. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh man. It's been a long year. I can't believe it. We have 1.5 games left of football. And the Super Bowl, I kind of agree with Jeff Feinberg. Super Bowl just doesn't feel like a real game. I know it's technically the championship game, but it's like largest prop menu. Casuals come out to watch. Everybody's like at a party. Some people care about the halftime show. I don't. And everybody's cheering weird shit. It's a very, I've never loved the Super Bowl. This is my favorite weekend of football. 100%. I feel this is the last real weekend of football. The whole waiting 2 weeks to play the Super Bowl game, it's just everything about it is odd. The overthinking of it, the content. I know we got to do content for the next 2 weeks, but the content is just the same talking points. For us on Forward Progress, in case you're wondering what we're going to be doing this week, Rob and I are going to be talking about some of the coaches' hirings and how we think it shakes out and if we're optimistic about a team this offseason or not. And then obviously the week after, we'll get the best bets crew together and break down the Super Bowl game. Going to Vegas for the Super Bowl for the first time, free suite. You know, Alan, I've always said March Madness and Super Bowl, I think I would like to do one of them in Vegas. I think it would be, it almost feels like the first 2 days of March Madness in the sports book kind of would be really, really good. Either or. I'm curious, what do you think's a better event? Like if you were to go to Vegas, is it Super Bowl? Is it March Madness? Is it another game? Like I'm not sure, but even though I'm a football guy, it feels like March Madness would be fun in a sports book. We might be doing some March Madness stuff. We've been discussing if you guys would be excited about like doing a March Madness day one watch along. We've discussed about doing it on the Hammer channel. I wonder if you guys would actually tune into that stuff. Not that any of us know. So like, I don't know that we'd give away any prop winners, but some people would say we don't even give out prop winners some watch alongs. So it won't be that much different. How long are you staying in town for, Alan? Are you landing Friday and then going home the Monday or what? Yeah, March Madness would be fun. Oh, man. I wonder which team will have the better second half and be more prepared. It feels like Seattle was slightly better, but the Rams started to get it going in that second half. Did the Rams score on 3 of their last 4 drives? Or it felt like that, except for that last drive where they had a chance to make it 20-10, and instead we got a 17-13 game at halftime. What a swing. How many events do you play, Alan? I have a buddy who goes and grinds like 30, 40 events, but he's actually an actual pro. One of the more successful Canadian poker players in career winnings. He finished, I think his best finish was 10th in the main event. He bubbled the main event. I had him on the show. If you ever want to read that, see that interview on the 90 Degrees podcast on the Circles Off channel. Name was Demo Kyriopoulos, a nice Greek boy from Toronto. He does about 30, 40 events. So Alan, how many events are you going down there for? Do you play the main event or do you play like a bunch? Wow, 7.7 yards per play and 6.4 yards per play. Big first halves for both teams. A lot of explosives. Seattle starting with the ball. We'll be talking more and more about the game this second half. I always like to, slowly get into it. Yeah, he does too. Nikki, I used to play with him when he was young. Like he was 16 coming to poker clubs and like beating all of us for our money. He was that good that early. So yes, I used to play with him. Not very successfully though. In case you're wondering, we got Jeff Feinberg coming up in the third quarter. I see him setting up his camera. He's getting ready. And Hitman will be on in the fourth quarter. Huckleberry Finn He's going to be giving us some live bet bangers. I told him we need at least 1 to 2, maybe 3 banger bets in the fourth quarter. This is the last time. It's the last chance for Hitman to make us all some money in the fourth quarter. Hopefully he can do better than me. I don't know. Ferguson's running all these routes, but apparently they don't want to throw to him. They're throwing to Tyler Higbee instead. I like Raz and No Limit. I like Omaha as well. I never been a stud guy. Never been a stud guy. Now, if Jason was here, he'd make a joke about not me not being a stud guy. But thankfully, Jason's not here to make those jokes. That's a big start to this drive. Jason got his catch. All right. We need a field goal attempt. We need a Rams touchdown, and then gonna get Jeff Feinberg. Looks like he is in the room joining us now. Chargers super fan. You'll see him tomorrow on Circle Back, along with the usual gang. Mr. Jeff Feinberg, how are you, my friend?
George, what's up, buddy? Am I okay? Thought about restarting. Am I all right?
Yeah, no, I can hear you perfectly fine.
See, no, I don't know why I'm just freezing like that.
Do you have anything open in the background?
I'm going to just pop out and come back in. I usually join from a different browser. That's why.
Okay. You pop out and come back in. So we got the JSN check, Charlie Bonds. We need a field goal attempt. And then we're going to need a Rams touchdown with Puka getting the ball at some point. Let's see if the Seahawks can hold up their end. We almost hit two of them this year. Both 3rd and 7s. We got the punt, we got the catch. We just didn't get the second punt on 3rd and 7s. Both of them were on our streams, I remember. So we've been close. Looks like NC 95 is able to get some Halani. And we got a 3rd down coming up in the Seahawks drive. What's the hub? Never heard of this. Is that a program or something? That's not our website. Did Scotty Scheffler win his first tournament back? This guy's a mutant, man. All right, he's back. Mr. Jeff Feinberg, how are you, my friend?
What up, George? Sorry about that, buddy.
I'm good. There's some theories that Scotty Scheffler tournament is the reason why you're in low energy mood. Is that a thing?
I just been shoveling a lot.
Jeff, I didn't shovel. I decided to do it tomorrow.
No, it's light and fluffy, so I had to went out for a couple sessions today because it's enormous. No, I don't know. Scotty wins. I'll be honest, George. It's actually scarier when he's gonna win these events. I think I had one of the 4 guys tied for second, but these sort of hit and giggle little wedge fests.
Oh my! Wow, what a play! I see. I hear a little thing back, playback, Jeff.
You hear an echo on me?
How does the punt returner fall like that? Wow, Xavier Smith. Wow. Jeff, so you think if Scotty's already in this kind of form, that's scary for how good
these are just the events where I feel his advantage is just I don't want to say negated. He's the best player in the world. But the difference on courses like this between the best player and the not best player, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like a wedge and putt off,
I just figured
wow.
I just figured first tournament back, he'd need some ramp up time. None of that stuff. What a huge swing, man.
Yeah, pretty big. I'm not gonna lie, George. I need that.
Yeah, it's gonna be you versus me in the Super Bowl.
A nice little ticket. Yeah.
Are you on the Seahawks today or just the future?
Just a little like muck, get the juices flowing. You know, it's the last game of football season, so I'm obviously gonna bet it. You know, this is it.
So that
It's
punt
over.
return was like juicy for you. Those are the gifts.
Yeah, I don't I don't know. Nothing comes easy, so I don't apologize when something's gonna break my way.
Now they got an 11-point lead. That changes the entire makeup of this second half. Rams now need this touchdown like blood. Jake Bobo.
Jakey B.
Pretty sure Cam Stewart was
Jakey B, he's gonna be like a very popular Super Bowl props guy, right?
oh,
'Cause,
you could just
you know, Bobo just, you know, my buddies, you know, they'll pop for Bobo making a big play at the Super Bowl. Bobo first touchdown. All
oh
the
yeah.
Bobos.
You know what it is? Okay, Jeff. You know how it's gonna be, right? There could be like top 5 MVP prices, right? The most bet MVPs is gonna be like Drake May, Sam Darnold, Puka, JSN,
Yeah.
you know, Ramondre Stevenson, and Jake Bobo is gonna be number 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just fucking. You know what? You had a great taker. You're like, this is the last real fucking football. Super Bowl's not real football, man. There's like, you get together with people, first of all, Jeff, that are not diehards. They're
Yeah, it's just
and they're cheering for like props and markets you didn't even know existed, Jeff.
Listen, I'll have a lot of action on the Super Bowl. You know, hopefully I'll have my Seahawks future. But if I didn't, I always bet it heavy because I love a good tentpole event bet, George. And I'll be, the during the extravaganzas this week on the network, like I'll be tailing so many bets. But the Super Bowl, it's like background noise. If your team's not in the game, it's like background noise. Any week of the year, like I do not give a shit what my buddies like want to eat during football. Like I'm watching football during the Super Bowl. It's like, what are we eating?
Yeah,
right. My wife and our wives come, all the kids come, and I like it. It's a party. I like the gathering.
It's not,
but like that. Two things can be true because people make it like, no, you don't like a party. You're a party pooper. No, I like the gathering. I like the get together. But it's not football season.
No.
If it was week 10 and I said, George, come to a party I'm having. It's Sunday afternoon. Oh, you know, bring anyone you want. Kids will be there. You know, all my buddies, their wives, my wife, her friends. You'd be like, no, I'm not coming, Feinberg. Like I'm watching football.
Yeah.
So why that's what the Super Bowl is. It's a cherry on top of the ice cream sundae, but it's not football season.
You're right. I in the regular season or even playoffs, I watch football alone. I love to sweat. I love to sweat alone. And Super Bowl, I'm like, I'll come. Yeah, let's all.
If the Dolphins are in the Super Bowl, like sure, like we'll be like in a corner in a dark room, but like,
oh no. And Jeff, if I have a big future, I also don't watch it with people because
even
you know what? I can't. If I'm cheering for a team and I just hear someone like cheering random, I hit this fucking obscure prop.
But it's like the Super Bowl. Like it depends. Like I don't know, man. Like I've got a big future, but there's no way I'm not going to the Super Bowl party because I can like win 8K on the Seahawks. Like there's just no way. There's just no way. And I really hope that they win tonight, and I'd hope that they'd win the Super Bowl. But there's just no way I'm like watching the Super Bowl alone because of that. I'd almost like buy out of my position if it meant that I could like not be alone.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be I don't know, that bad. Like the game's on. Like I don't care. People have their bets. Like
not me.
You've got like 35-1, 17-1. Like, what do you care about someone who bet the game like 2 hours ago? Like,
because you're trying to make money, and then like a guy's cheering for an octopus. It's just,
I don't know. Whatever. You just hope you make. I don't know. That's the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's a big Colby Parkinson. Alan,
Heard about that guy. Big play. Holy
I don't know. The biggest price I got was like 30-1, but I got
My
like
buddy's got a huge Patriots future.
but I bought in at a lot of different points. So I think the lowest I took them was like plus 1050 at the start of the playoffs was the low. That's the lowest price that I bought in on.
I guess. Yeah, I got the Seahawks plus 25-1 and threw down to 10-1. Those are my.
So we're both in the same. We're both in the same boat, Jeff. Now I got Pat's AFC Championship stuff that I. So like I'm not as mad as I would
we're
be
not in the same
about them
boat
not
because
covering.
like your team is in the Super Bowl. My team's got to like hold off the Rams for another hour.
Yeah,
it won't be easy.
No, I mean listen, you get a punt fumble which changes.
Yeah, you're right. Guy can't complain.
Right.
I'll be nervous when the Rams score a touchdown on this drive, though. Then I'll be nervous again.
Yep. Durso, Parkinson Cash. Did Rob originate that player?
Would they go for 2 yet? Or it's too early if they got a touchdown?
I don't know. I'm of the opinion you go in the second half for 2 when you can, when you need it.
I agree, especially in such a big game.
Yeah, Kyron 2 touchdown time. There's going to be a sweat here, Nicky Noodles.
Yeah, big sweat. Well, it's already been an eventful 6 minutes, man. Holy jeez.
Did you
Holy jeez.
Wow. Touchdown, Devontae Adams.
Down Devontae Adams.
Alan Lopez, yeah. What a fucking hit, Alan Lopez. Wow. I don't know if
man.
that was
the Rams keep answering the bell, man. Good for them. A lot of ball left.
Banger. You see? I just need to steal Alan Lopez's bets, Jeff, and then I could be celebrating that as my own, you know?
Yeah, you need to punt down Lopez's stuff.
Looks like they're kicking the extra point. Jeff, did you bet on the early game?
Yeah, Broncos heavy. So I was pretty happy. I wanted to see the Broncos win, but I can't really complain. It was a weird
what do you think of
shitty, weird game?
What do you think of Stidham?
That's the Patriots' forte, shitty, weird games.
Jeff, it's so strange, man. They're winning defensive battles. Like, nobody drew this up.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like pretty fucking lucky.
I was talking with they're not.
Pretty like mid.
I don't think
they're pretty average. They're like the best average team ever.
No, I disagree. But I was talking to Austin. Like Chargers, Houston, Broncos, and maybe Seattle. Is that not the most insane run of defenses?
Listen, George, like the AFC, the team that won the AFC is a team that was just like the healthiest. There's really nothing else to have a conversation about.
Well, so I'm gonna actually pull it up because I track every team's injuries. Okay, so
yeah, like the healthiest today.
No, but Final Four. So up until the Bo Nix injury, the only guy Denver was missing from the roster is Brandon Jones, their safety. So Denver's been very healthy outside of that Bo Nix injury.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not a surprise. Like in a wide open AFC, but it's the healthiest team won the AFC.
No, but Jeff, to my point, it's the whole league. So Rams, the only guy they're technically missing is Akello Witherspoon. New England, Antonio Gibson and Jalen Polk. And Seattle's only missing Zach Charbonnet and Torrey Horton. It's very much a league of attrition. And
yeah, I agree. Everything you said, except I've seen those other teams like, I don't know, have like quality wins, I guess.
You don't think the Pats had quality wins?
I'm not doing this, George. Let's watch this game.
What do you
they
mean?
Play? What do you mean? What are we talking about?
They fucking ran through the Chargers. The Texans.
Chargers were like a lame duck for 2 months coming into that game. They're the worst O-line in the history of like football.
All right.
They did, like statistically, like the worst attack, like the worst O-line in the history of the NFL playoffs. Houston, like very banged up. in that game. They had a quarterback turn the ball over 5 times. Like, again, congrats. You've got like a future. You've rode this like ride, but like I think you're not being objectively truthful
Nope.
at all.
No,
If the Patriots were in the NFC, like how many wins would they even have?
I don't know.
Let's watch this game.
But I bet them every week because my price tells me.
You got it. And they've been crushing. They spent like the last month of the season playing the Big 12, and then they came into the playoffs and they've just beaten a bunch of like banged up teams.
All right. I wonder what the excuse will be when they cover in the Super Bowl.
It'll be their best win of their only. They'll Eli Manning it at the perfect time, I guess.
Okay.
Reversal.
Okay. I don't want this hostility, but big game here now. 24-20.
Huge. And I don't know. This is the sort of time where like
all right. Hold on.
Seattle might need to have.
Let me address something, Sons. Hold on. I've been talking about the fucking game. I talked about Devontae Adams touchdown. What do you want me to talk about in the commercial break? You want me to talk about how the weather looks in the game? I don't know what else to say in the commercial breaks. We're having football conversations.
It'll be interesting to see, George, if they go to. If they like, I feel like what sort of 4th down yardage the Seahawks would feel like they want to go for it on. Because a field goal just seems like you're delaying their touchdown the way they've moved the ball now.
Ooh, Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's starting to feel like the Rams' offense is inevitable, and Seattle might have to be pushing.
Well, it's been last hour of football season, so it'll be a beautiful.
It is the last hour. Jeff, I'm telling you, man, I'm with you. This is my favorite weekend. This is why I don't want to shovel today. I'm like, that's what Jeff, I said it's a Monday morning problem.
Yeah, I guess. Just as light and fluffy. Like I said, I had to make a couple missions.
Do you have to be anywhere tomorrow? Like you have to drive the kids anywhere? I'm assuming they're not going to have school.
School's canceled. They already sent out an email.
Yeah.
School's canceled. No. I'll have to get some stuff done from home, but I don't know. I can't imagine my wife's going to work tomorrow either.
Mm-mm. Big 3rd down coming down. I you know what I hate, Jeff? I hate running for negative yards. It feels like, what the fuck? It's bad enough that you run. Like a run's already a far less superior play to a pass, and when you do it for negative yards, it just gets me more mad.
George, I will have Hunter Henry first touchdown in the Super Bowl. That's my guy. Love him. And on the oh wow,
big first down.
Big. And I swear on my life, this is like a sign. Jesus, I wish I said that first.
Cup,
I just feel like Cup is gonna run the dirtiest little inside back out route. Start off the Super Bowl. They'll draw it up for him. I am a slut for the Seahawk tight end. Also could tempt me, but Hunter Henry and Cooper Kupp, man. And it won't be big bets, but like at my Super Bowl party with my buddies, like just nothing better than like the room exploding with a good group hug to start the night when we hit a team guy. Those are my recos.
Touchdowns are like good squad ride bets. Big run there by Kenneth Walker. I'm ashamed to admit, Jeff, that I bet the Gatorade every year, and I actually. I'm ashamed to admit that I spend more time researching it than I ever should.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's like some books will let you.
It used to.
It's widely, I guess it is pretty available. I feel like a lot of sites play with that, so I don't know. You got something there.
It used to be nice, like 8-9 years ago. When New England was in their era, all they ever used was water. It was a Bill Parcells thing. So like clear and water was always the fucking bets for the Pats Super Bowls.
I will say, like for the Super Bowl, like Patriots versus either of these teams, that'll be a nice game. That'll be a good Super Bowl. Should be a good game.
I'm upset we couldn't.
Stidham versus Seattle would have been like that Manning versus Seattle game. Just a lot of quack ducks.
Holani, we couldn't find any markets of Holani catching the ball because, man, they love going to him.
Who runs the? Does Seattle run the tush push?
Yeah, I think Barner.
Oh yeah,
runs it.
Barner runs that. Yeah. Jeez, okay.
Like,
You're right. He for sure runs that.
They don't need a tush push with that play, my friend.
Who runs it? And I bet you tight end runs it for the Rams too.
I actually don't know.
I don't think Stafford runs it. Oh, does anyone play the staff rushing alts, man? Good for them.
Good on you, Nikki. I wish we had a market to bet it. Patrick Burns.
What do you project the Halani receiving yards will be
in the Super Bowl? I don't know. I think
oh my God, you're gonna like come in at 6:00 on Super Bowl Sunday, fading Bobo props.
You know what? I'm not a big Super Bowl bettor. I don't enjoy
me neither, George.
I don't enjoy the
I might make a couple big ones, but I don't have like some of my buddies. You know, they need like an Excel sheet. Like no.
Yeah, they don't even know what. I mean, I'm sure like Rob will probably be like that. Rob's probably gonna have a list of shit.
Yeah, that's fine. He's also like hosting like a 40 guest extravaganza, so that's how you end up with like 100 bets too, probably.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a strange game. I'm not a prop guy to begin with, and the Super Bowl just feels like a prop bettor's Super Bowl. Like that's their big game, and for me, it's just like the worst game of the year.
Yeah, you can find something. Okay, big moment here. Like this is what I'm talking about, George. Like what happens on 4th down?
I'm with you. I think this is high leverage stuff. I don't know. We'll see if they get to 4th down.
Would they run it twice? Would they run on 3rd here just to set up going for it on 4th with a push of a tush or something?
No, I think they're going to your touchdown scorer, your first touchdown scorer of the Super Bowl, Jeff.
Yep, there it is. Okay.
I'm glad Ryan King asked this question because I do want to answer this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Georgie. That's how we're starting the Super Bowl.
Ryan King, what is my Super Bowl? Week 1 Sunday. There's nothing better. There's nothing better.
There's actually a definitive, like, you can argue about what second place is. Week 1 crushes the Super Bowl. When I'm at like friends and when I'm like hanging together in the summer, George, with my buddies at like a barbecue with all of us and like the families and stuff, I'm like letting my friends' wives know, like they need to think about week 1 in terms of like being a mandatory hang and not giving their husbands a hard time like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like I don't know a woman who wouldn't tell like their husband they can't go out to the Super Bowl party.
Yeah. It's Jeff.
That'd be like really weird. Like, do you know what will happen at the Super Bowl party if you're like the one guy who's not at the Super Bowl party? Unless you're like really sick, we're going to talk about how you're fucking whipped and why aren't you at the Super Bowl party?
Yeah. Jeff, it's the first week of all the games, all the bets. Everyone's optimistic. You know when it hits for me, Jeff? It's that first day in August when you walk out of your house and you have that brisk cold and you're like, you smell the air and you're like, oh, it's football weather. Yeah. We are there. We have arrived.
Shorts and hoodies.
Yeah. Summer's over. Summer's over. We have arrived. We are in football season. It's usually like mid-August. That's the moment it really hits.
So is this Kubiak going to be the Raiders head coach, George? Looks like he draws up some nice stuff.
So I think it's going to be Davis Webb or Kubiak. Clearly the Raiders waiting. Same with Seattle, same with Arizona. The fact that you haven't heard any buzz on these two teams about like a final candidate tells me.
Like Arizona could even be like Vance Joseph the way they operate.
Yeah. But basically it's or Chris Shula from the Rams. Yeah. Basically, the fact that we haven't heard any buzz about who their final candidate is like, oh, they're waiting for somebody still, obviously.
Oh, come on, Sammy D. Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, listen, XLF, this is my favorite playoff weekend.
Yeah, this is a great weekend. I respect what Rob does. Like, today's a great day to be, like, hanging and partying with the crew.
Yeah, I respect it, too.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I would like that, too.
Like, we're really far from Seattle being out of this thing.
Well, one more stop here, Jeff, and you'll start to feel better.
Even a 5-minute field goal, I'd feel okay.
Yeah. Pats and Seahawks, eh? I wonder
Anyway,
what
so the
that number's going to be.
rematch, I mean, it'll be a probably really heavy Seattle crowd.
No, I'm
Not that a Super Bowl can be for, it's nice a lot of tech money in Seattle. Patriots fan, that's a big trip. I mean, obviously the Hardos will, it's a new era, but
there
most
are a lot
Patriots
of,
fans have already been to a couple Super Bowls, I would think, that can afford to do it.
I just wonder what the line's going to be. 3.5, 4, 4.5.
What have you been seeing? There must have been hypos out last.
There were hypos out, but like New England struggling to beat Stidham, and like if Seattle definitively
fair enough. Yeah, it's
right?
a big
changes the arithmetic.
But like, what's the most you think you'd get? Like 5, 6, 5.5?
No, there's no way it's 6. I think 4.5's the most.
Yeah,
I think the range is.
five.
I think the range
is
is 3.5 to 4.5 is the range.
Trying to think.
And
I would think 4.5.
I'll tell you, Jeff.
4.5. I bet you'd see some 5s because
I like all the numbers, Jeff. All those numbers are clicks.
yeah, I guess that's the thing. Like, if you had a Patriots future, that's up to you. I if anything, I might be betting the Patriots money line just as a little,
Hedge. Don't say that. That's like a taboo word. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like what? If I bet a team at like 25-1, and
No.
I mean, Super
listen.
Bowl, and it pays a lot. Like,
so this is. I think there's. You know how we always.
But this is like George. This is like the thing. Like, you don't want to go to your Super Bowl party because of future.
No.
Like, I'll just like if I do, I'm not going to my Super Bowl party, and even if I care that much, I'll like bet a bit on the other side.
Oh, big play. You know how we talk about like sharp or square divide? Nothing gets sharps more riled up than like when they hear someone square wanting to like hedge their future. And I like, let the guy do whatever the fuck he wants, man. Who cares? Let him do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I get it, but
Their
mindset is like.
No, I get it. But do you think in that moment a negative EV teaching lesson is gonna stop the person from putting in that hedge? No, Jeff.
I don't know, like these sharps, like they bet so much that it's all like just one giant like spreadsheet. Someone who's had like a bet, I don't know. Everyone, I don't think that the some of those pros or sharps give enough credence to like the nuance of the situation when it's like not your job. But whatever.
I live by one rule, Jeff. I
really never.
You don't know what the money means to anybody, and let them decide what they think is financially the best.
I really prefer not to, but I'm just saying if the spread got like high enough and there was a tempting enough number, like I would. I wouldn't be beholden to my future if I like loved like someone was offering a crazy Pats MLs out there. But shit, I gotta sweat through this one. I don't want to talk about the Super Bowl anymore.
All right.
This is gonna be such a. Nothing's gonna come easy for Seattle.
It looks like Kobe Turner got hurt. That is a good injury for you, Jeff.
Yeah. Not if I'm cheering for them next week.
Kobe Turner, you'd be cheering for the Rams next week?
I don't know.
What the fuck? You just hate New England?
I would think it'd just be. I mean, we'll see what the numbers say. I'll just be beholden to the bet I want to make. Ooh.
I don't do that stuff. So Jeff would have to be like minus 4,000.
I'm not really. I like, I'll get skeezed, but I'm not really in edibles.
No, that's a Rob. Rob's one of those. That's Rob's specialty.
I would just be like ripping them, saying like, I don't feel it. I'd be like eating more, and then like all of a sudden be in big effing trouble. At least with like a joint. I know, like, I don't know. I know what it'll take to get me where I want to go.
Big penalty there.
Yeah, man.
They missed the Stafford face mask early, and I think they missed.
Earlier. Yeah,
Yeah,
big time.
they missed one in the Pats game too. I don't know.
I'll tell you this, George. I know they missed the Stafford. I was like, you better not allow upstairs to fix that.
Mhm.
After they didn't fix
Hey,
like the Herbert karate chop, I was
hey,
like, you
hey,
cannot allow.
fix
And
that
I'll
next
be
year.
honest, I was surprised they didn't send replay assist on that spot on the 4th. It was the right call, but I swear I've seen them go to that for less, especially in the playoffs. But whatever, I think they got it right. I think when you see May on top of those bodies, he's getting the ball across that yard. So,
my take is I thought he got it on 3rd down, and they should have, and the Pats should have challenged.
I'm trying to remember what 3rd down was now.
Henry caught the ball.
Jeez, that's it. And I'll tell you, I thought Jesse Minter was brilliant in the playoff game versus the Patriots, but my one complaint after was I guess you don't have enough pieces to put the spy on May, and Denver. Come on, there's enough tape on. There's enough tape on May. They you got to spy the guy, man. That's
big stop for you, Jeff.
Yeah, big.
There you go. Durso knows. Henry got it on 3rd down. They should have absolutely challenged it.
Oh, Henry, yes. It was it was a screen pass. Like a little,
yeah.
Okay. George, I need the Raiders to hire their coach so I can, McDaniel can become official for the Chargers,
Oh, yeah. You're good. I just wonder what you're going to do on defense. Wow, I can't believe they called this. In this playoff game, you call that? I mean, he's very stupid to do what he did, but that is a fucking insane call. Did he go to the coaching staff and do it in front of the coaches? Ah, Tariq Woolen's such an idiot, man. There's no reason for that. I'll tell you, Jeff, there's nothing that makes me more mad than a player losing his discipline.
I don't know, man. That's the game right there, buddy.
It is the game. Jeff, I can live with a football play penalty, but I cannot live with the after play shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't cool, man. What'd you do that for?
Wow, that is a fucking game changer.
You shouldn't have done that, man. You shouldn't have done that. Ooh, you shouldn't have done that.
And to make it worse, he's the guy who got cooked on the touchdown, Jeff.
Yeah, that's how McVay draws it up. What, they go for 2 here?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's time.
I think we agree it's time. Oh, brother, what'd you do that for?
All right, Jeff, here's how you look at it. Now it's even, right? The punt return and that penalty, now it's even.
Oh, yeah, but you can't give it any. You gotta keep your stacks. You know?
Got I tell you, Jeff, level of frustration. Number one is the guy who drops the touchdown on the 1 yard line. There's nothing worse. And everything tied for second is all the post play penalties.
I think my screen froze. Did they go for 2?
Oh, I'll give you another one, Jeff. 3rd and 25, and you do a shitty hold.
Yeah.
There's no just let him, give him a 15-yard cushion and let him catch it, right?
What happened there, George?
They're reviewing if he got it.
Interesting. It's a pretty crazy time to throw that flag, though, I'll be honest.
I agree. I think you should not.
Knowing what the actual word was there, that's a pretty egregious fucking call.
Durso still tilted from the Cardinals Titans loss on the fumble. Yeah, that one, and then the fucking Colts and Rams one. Those were the 2 big ones. Oh man.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, it's we got a game. Yeah, that's a touchdown. What are we looking at here? What are we wasting time for?
If you didn't have a future, Jeff,
Yeah.
what number would you need to bet the Rams, and what number would you need to bet the Seahawks? Like, are you betting them at 3.5, 4, or would you need the 3?
3.5.
I ask you because
Rams.
I don't know what your perception of Pats is. Obviously,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think the spread should be almost be the same, Seahawks or Rams. So 3.5, 4. Really? No.
Hey, G-Stack, my mortgage company will be sending you a letter about Ferguson overs. Sorry, brother. I can only tell you if he's running routes. I don't know why they won't throw it in this direction.
Oh, he's still got time to make the biggest play of the game. Don't worry.
And Jeff, he can just get it on one. You just need Jeff. I need 15 yards. But sorry. What was your answer? What's the number you would need on
4?
4? You'd bet 4?
I don't know. I'm not like. I don't really think I'd be running to bet it.
3, obviously, you're running to bet. 3.5.
Yeah. And
Okay.
like, there's no way it gets to 5. So 3.5 Rams, I think, is a good number. I don't know that.
Is there a number you'd need to bet the Pats? Is it 6?
Yeah, 6. I'd probably for sure bet the Pats. Like, for sure. 5 is just kind of dead. So I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know. You keep not going for 2, Jeff. I don't know what the fuck's going on, to be honest.
They feel like they got plenty of possessions left, and it's
Yeah.
hard to argue with them. They probably got at least what? I can't believe they threw that flag, man. Whew. What a crazy flag.
Ryan Morrow, is that the cuck chair? Is that what that is supposed to be?
I can't see. I'm blind.
Alan Lopez has 6. He will bet the Pats. Fuck, this is a good game, Jeff's way better than the Pats.
Yeah, great game.
Can I tell you, I was telling Austin, you know when you're like cheering a good team on a future, you're like enjoying fun games? You know what it's like to like cheer for 3 dog shit defensive games? It just sucks your life. It sucks the life out of you.
Yeah, I believe that. Oh, now they're just going to be yelling at each other on the sidelines. There's way too much time. Oh, my God. Sam Dar.
So I'm guessing Emma worries yelling at Tariq Woolen. And Tariq Woolen, of course, will take no accountability, so he's yelling back.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is it about like the blown coverage on the touchdown probably more than the penalty, or probably a bit of both?
I think it's both. He probably doesn't like that a rookie is doing the yelling at him. And he's probably right. As a rookie, you probably got to pick up your teammate in that moment. But damn, it'd be hard not to be frustrated. Especially because you just got them off the field, you know?
Yeah, they're still winning. I don't know. They got to be. I don't like this one bit.
All right. Big second down coming. Yeah, Rashid Shaheed, he's getting the touches.
How many carries is that for him?
I don't know. He caught the deep ball. I wasn't sure if he had more than 1 carry, though. I know Puka got a run.
I don't know. They gotta keep digging into that bag, man. I don't know what's left in Seattle's bag, George. I think the satchel of goods is running thin. Clock striking midnight.
Satchel's such a good word, man. You know where you put me in with that word satchel right now?
Where?
You put me into like when I first bought Red Dead Redemption, it was like COVID. And there's nothing to do, Jeff. And I'm not a gamer anymore. I've like lost the appetite for gaming. But I got lost in that game for a good couple of months.
Man.
I thought I was a cowboy from the 1840s with my satchel.
I don't know. I'm nervous now. Big nervous. Big nervous energy, George.
Yeah, listen, 3rd and long. What do? You go back to JSN?
I don't know. Sam, I trust.
I think I would just spam JSN.
Spam
Big.
'em.
That was Kenneth Walker.
Spam them.
That's what they had. They had the running back. They had the running back pass in their satchel. They hadn't pulled that one out yet.
No, more of that. More of that. They give. Well, it's gonna be a gonger fourth quarter here.
Oh, they went to Holani again. All right. Now Jeff, you
what
don't
do
have
you need on Olani? What do you need on him?
No, I don't. They didn't offer a Olani. They didn't offer an Olani receiving market, and it was pretty obvious early, Jeff, that he was the pass catcher. But listen, Jeff, you are off the hook, my friend. You go sweat in privacy. And good luck to you, my friend.
Yeah, go Hawks. What do we say? Birds is for the Eagles. So what do we say for the Seahawks? Just go Hawks.
I don't know.
Go Birds.
Go shovel. Go shovel. That one.
Yeah, there'll be some. I did some good work today. I'm proud.
All right, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Later, George.
Take
the
care.
best, buddy.
You too. You
See,
too.
you're already working on the Halfley haircut. So good on you, friend.
Fuck. It's the fucking the heat in my house. All right. 4th quarter, joining me now, the best prop bettor in the world, at least the best I know. Runner up in the Hammer Fantasy League. Every time I'm on air with him, I'm gonna remind him of that. Hitman, how are you, my friend?
Got to play.
Oh, right out the gate. Let's go.
If we want to go to rushing props.
All right, rushing props.
I'm going to go with Kyron Williams under 46.5.
All right. Kyron Williams under 46.5, minus 120 from the Hitman right out the gate. Hey, man, they've been waiting. I haven't given them any live bets, so they've been waiting for you.
Yeah. Good luck. That's probably the last live bet of the year.
I think you got one more in you. What are you on in this game, Hitman?
Well, I played this beforehand, George, so I'm not past.
You're. I think you got a big program running in your background.
You say, George?
I can't hear you. We got your play, but now we're getting a robot Hitman. All right, at least Hitman came in and gave a bet right away for all of you that were waiting for bets. Unfortunately, I haven't had any live looks myself. Patrick, it was Kyron Williams under rushing 46.5, minus 120. Timo, Kyron Williams under 46.5 rushing, minus 120. All right, looks like Hitman is rebooting his computer, and then he'll join us again shortly, and we'll get you started in the 4th quarter here. We have got 2nd down and 5, it looks like. Whoo, big Sam Darnold run. I know a lot of people took Sam Darnold unders because of the oblique, but wow, he got it all on one run there. Yeah, it looks like Alan Lopez hasn't done much live either. You listen, Hitman's in the East Coast, so maybe you listen to storms causing problems for some people. I don't know. My internet's been holding up well, so I'm thankful for that as we're in the fourth quarter of a big game. Ah, lots to parse. That was a banger. Wow, what a big sack on Sam Darnold. Wow. From Cameron Kinchins. I'm surprised. Sometimes they call that for like slamming the QB into the ground. All right, guys, we're bringing Hitman back into it.
How do I sound now?
Yeah, you sound good.
Listen, if I end up having issues, George, I'm just going to join on my phone.
Okay.
Through data and not the Wi-Fi. I don't know what's up. I don't know if it's a storm or what it is.
Could be. Did you see that big sack on Darnold? Man, that was a violent hit.
I'll tell you. Not
shit. The gremlins are in your stream again, Hitman. You might need to join back in with your phone. I'm sorry, Hitman. The gremlins have got you. Durso says his internet's working just fine. Durso, are you guys both in Jersey? Hitman, you there? No, Hitman is not there. Nope. We'll wait for Hitman to come back on with his phone. There we go, Hitman.
How do I sound now?
Way better. Is it the same? Is it the same laptop you dropped?
It's
Oh no, you're freezing out again.
that should just be the internet. I mean, it should have nothing to do with the laptop, you know?
Yeah, you're good. Your phone was cutting out a little bit there for a second, but
Well, this is on data right now. It's not on Wi-Fi.
So what is that? What's your sweater, Keen? What is that?
That is where I graduated college, and I wasted tens of thousands of dollars to get a degree when I just ended up gambling for a living.
You built character, big third down stop from the Rams. And do you have anything on the side? Are you cheering for a team, Hitman?
Rams +3.
Yeah, me too. I got a nice minus 116 to 14. I think.
And I regretted all day that I didn't bet the Broncos at some of those early numbers. That just not good.
Do you like it? It was a coin flip that they covered.
I don't believe that. You thought it was a coin flip that they covered?
Of course. Patriots get to the 2-yard line on 1st and goal and come away with a field goal. I think that's lucky.
I mean, Denver got to like the 10-yard line, right? And came away with nothing.
Oh, it wasn't the 10-yard line. It was fucking like 20.
It's okay. Go on. What else?
I'll tell you something, man. I didn't cover.
The Patriots had 80 passing yards.
Listen. I didn't cover, but because I have futures on Patriots, AFC, and Super Bowl, I'm not as mad as I should be.
There we go. You probably got some good numbers on that.
Yeah, very, very 30 around 30 to 1's the moment I realized, hey, I think this Pats team can win. I wasn't a Nostradamus in the offseason.
The chat got our Kyron play, right? That went through.
Yeah, they got the Kyron.
Okay.
You came on, you delivered the play, perfect internet, and then after that it went south.
And I sound good the last minute or two.
Yeah, no, you sound great on the phone.
Okay. Well, I can't see none of the chat, so if the chat has any questions about anything,
we have some.
You can forward it to me.
We have some. I partied at Keene. It was brutal.
Oh, it's not a party school at all.
Is it like is it a teacher's specific school, or is it a little bit of everything?
It's a little bit of everything, but it was known for phys ed as one of the schools that people went to. So,
What grades did you teach? Was it like kids or was it high school?
I did everything. I long-term subbed every grade from high school to elementary.
How did you pick
So
what you? How did you
I
pick?
coached. I coached middle school. I coached high school. Did all
How
that.
did you decide what you were gonna do? Like you're like, all right, today's a dodgeball day. Today's basketball. Was it arbitrary or did you like?
Talk to the veterans at the school, like the older teachers, and we just kind of a lot of it was group teaching, like
Got it.
would combine classes and shit, and I would just let the veterans handle it, and I would just police it the best I can.
That's good.
And
Yeah,
if I was friends with some of the veteran teachers, we would just talk about gambling for 45 minutes.
Did you have a whistle?
Coaching, I did, not phys ed.
Yeah, I'd want a whistle for sure.
The days of the whistle, and kids have gotten soft nowadays. You know, you
The
can't.
whistle's offensive, eh?
Yeah, you can't really be whistling and yelling. George, what part are you at on the game? If you want to sync up.
Tell me where you are because I have two different feeds at different times, so I'm ahead and behind.
I'll let you know after first down when the play clock starts.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, I got a decent sized bet on the Rams +3, so
I didn't get as
like
much.
a coin flip game. It's just
Yeah.
Xavier Smith had the blunder, then Seattle had the blunder too. But
Yeah, I didn't get as much as I should have. It didn't. I mean, we had like what a good hour window, and then after you gave it out, there was like 10-15 minutes to get it.
yeah, I mean, it was available the whole night, like last Sunday night.
Yeah, I didn't start my process Sunday night.
Decent limits. Like, I think one site was taking like 20,000 click, and
yeah, I didn't start my process. I didn't start my process till Monday morning. I think I worked the watch along, and I was just exhausted. I'm like,
yeah.
Let me just actually. I wasn't. The energy levels were not there.
All right. Corum just had a nice catch and run.
Yeah.
I'll say the play clock: 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31.
You're 7 seconds ahead, but you can go for spoilers. I won't spoil you because I have a stream that's faster too. So, but I'm good.
All right. So you're ahead of me.
No, I have two. I have two streams.
But
I have the sports book in real time stream, and I have like the TV stream. I finally figured it out, man.
Dude, I can't believe these two offenses. I mean, the Rams offense, like back games of just torching Seattle.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
How high do you think the spread will get against the Pats? What's the biggest number you think I'm going to get on the Pats? Because I'm gonna have to be on the Pats.
What do I think it could get to?
Is 4.5 the biggest?
I think 4.5 is the highest.
Yeah, because it's never getting to 6, and 5 and 5.5 are like no man's land.
Yeah, it's not getting to 6. It's not gonna get to 3. Yeah, I kind of think 3.5 to 4.5 is where we finish.
That's the range. Oof.
He's going deep. Damn it. Going at Tariq Woolen deep, I guess, is the right move.
Can you believe Tariq Woolen gets that penalty and then he gets cooked for the touchdown on the next play? That's got to be the worst 2-play sequence ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gentleman says he thinks he can get the 5. Public is going to think the Pats are shit after that game. Yeah, the Pats kind of look like shit all playoffs, to be honest. Their offense looks bad.
Yeah, I mean, they have a good defense and a really good quarterback. I know their offense hasn't done much in this playoffs, but
Santa Clara is going to feel like a fucking sauna compared to the elements they've played in this playoffs. They somehow they get all the snow games. And today wasn't even supposed to be a snow game. Like that, fucking whoever's doing weather shit, that didn't come on my radar till last night.
Yeah, I mean, I bet Jared Stidham overs, and in retrospect, I mean, just an awful play with what ended up happening with the weather. Oh God, Xavier Smith is in the game for the Rams on this play. This game by Stafford right now.
It's great.
All I
Incredible.
can think about is NFL pinnacle beater. Man, I like that guy. I really like him. I think he's entertaining. But I mean, he hates everyone.
Yeah, he
I
gets
mean,
hung
he's
up.
out here saying that Mike Vrabel's an idiot. I mean, Mike Vrabel strategically is the closest to like a good Madden player
Mm,
that I watch. As far as like, did you even notice in the Denver game today, right before the last play of the 2-minute warning,
yeah,
when
yeah.
Stidham threw the interception, he had the guys walking off the field when Denver subbed and it killed like 10 seconds
Yeah, yeah.
off the clock. Like
Every
shit like that he does.
and
And
the
like,
timeout when Drake May was sliding before the half. He understands situational football.
yeah, and what he did against the Bengals earlier this year when he didn't have May score on first
Yeah,
down, like,
yes,
to
yeah.
say that Mike Vrabel's an idiot. I mean,
Not to mention Hitman. He was like the original, like one of the original guys.
why? Wait, hold up, George. Why is Ronnie Rivers in the game on 3rd and 1?
I don't know.
They've been doing this. Parkinson, let's go! No!
Wow. How do you
Oh
drop
my,
that?
George, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen.
Don't
They're
say
going to
he's
run
gonna
the
stuff.
they're going to run the ball and get fucking stopped.
Don't say he's
Because
gonna
I
get
have
stuffed.
seen this shit in high leverage Rams games. Them not having a 4th and 1 sneak
Yeah.
has cost this team so many times. Just watch. I hope I'm fucking wrong. I hope I am wrong. That is going to hurt, man. Like, they're fucking throwing. Oh my God. Oh my God. No! Get it!
Yeah. You mean they don't have a sneak?
Oh my God.
We're stumbling Stafford, baby.
That's why we love the NFL. The no, yes.
Yes. No. Yes.
And Ronnie Rivers was in again. That's the Stafford John Elway,
It's
Fernando Mendoza right there.
incredible.
Oh my God.
Man, this game is getting there, getting intense.
This is such a good game.
It's a treat compared to the dog shit first game, Hitman.
Now they're going to get a holding. Oh my God. I mean, that's going to put the game landing at 1 in play. They're forced to kick a field goal. Oh, wow. See on Seattle. Nice.
Huge. It's amazing. Ferguson just running cardio, Hitman. He's run as many routes as like
I told everyone in here next year draft Tyler Ferguson in fantasy.
Terrence, but yes.
Terrence. Yep, draft him in fantasy. He's gonna be a beast.
Big 1st and 5.
I like throwing it here. All right, not the throw I was anticipating, but we got it.
He had the discipline not to throw that screen when it didn't develop.
And I thought that Stafford was gonna fucking run.
Again, I thought he was getting a little too hype on himself.
We're lucky that we didn't get an illegal man downfield on that also.
Were they? I didn't see it develop.
I didn't know if they were, but I'm just saying when you call a screen and it's broken, like a lot of times linemen are running downfield, you know?
Yeah, I guess it's lucky it was a wide receiver screen as opposed to a running back screen, which sets up a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Big second down.
Yeah, I like running it here. Or actually, I don't know. I like whatever Sean McVay likes. I trust him.
Yeah. Yeah, look at Ferguson. 15 routes, 0 targets. You guys running fucking cardio today.
Jeez. Oh man.
Oh, I hate a run that gets fucking like no yardage.
Yeah. I mean, we did need Kyron Williams to not.
Yes.
But yeah, I want the Rams. Oh man, here we go. I'm nervous, George.
Me too.
4 down territory. There's no way you don't go for it on even McVay. Even McVay knows to go for it on 4th here. Come on.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I think Devontae, man.
You know what, though, man? If he just went for a 2-point conversion at some point, we wouldn't be in this boat.
Oh my God.
Fuck, everything was well covered. All right, let's get this hit, man. Come on. One time here. Come on.
Man, this is going to hurt if we don't get this. Because I feel like the Rams. Like, I would bet Rams +3 for even more if they replayed this game. Does Seattle finally blitz? Fuck.
Oh, man. You know, hey, man, if we should have gone for 2-point conversion at some point. It would we should be covering even if they don't convert this. Now we need a defensive stop. Bad.
Damn.
Fuck, how well did they cover everything for 2 fucking plays?
How much time's left? 4 minutes?
Yeah.
5 minutes. Damn.
Oh, man, we need a defensive stop here.
Yeah, I mean, Seattle hasn't been running the ball well. So I really don't trust Seattle to run clock out, you know, like
Nope.
have a long drive to.
It pretty much helps the Kyron stuff. That's pretty much in.
I got another play.
All right. Let's see.
Rushing props.
All right, rushing props. Yep.
Let's go Hawani under at -160.
All right, Halani under rushing props -160 from the Hitman. Under Kalani, under Kyron Williams.
And we got it locked.
Oh man, how do you feel about the Super Bowl not being real football? Do you feast on it because of the props market or what?
What do you mean by it not being real football?
Just feels like you get together with people who are like casuals. Everyone's sweating weird shit.
Yeah, it's my game to have fun. Like like I said, I don't how many games are played per year? Like 260
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't have an alcoholic beverage for every one of them. Maybe one. Maybe if I'm at a Thursday
That's the
game or
one where you.
something.
That's the one
But
where you.
like the Super Bowl ones where I'll like chill. Like once the game starts, I'll have a few drinks and try to have a good time.
TX Supreme, we are on Kyron Williams under rushing from earlier, and we just put in Halani under rushing.
Just give Stafford one more chance, right, George?
Yep, 100%. That's all I can ask for. Stafford gets the ball in his hands one more time.
Damn it.
Yeah, you got to wrap them up, man.
Man, that's going to suck if the Rams don't get the ball back.
Yeah. We absolutely need a fucking stop.
I mean, again, though, but they had fucking Byron Young in coverage with Kenneth Walker. So in the open field, it's not like I wouldn't expect Walker to win that.
Yeah. With just enough cushion for him to cut it back in.
Rams are using timeouts already.
Just get the ball back. I just want one drive. That's it. One
Yep.
drive.
Yeah. It's gonna hurt, man. If they don't get it back, and like we had 2nd and 4 at like that 8-yard line.
I'm with you. And a fucking run that got nothing. I almost either get 2 yards and like allow us to open the playbook on 3rd and 2, or like just take 3 cracks at it. Nah, Seahawks had perfect coverage too on the last 2 plays.
Yep. I mean, if I'm Seattle, I'm throwing here.
Yeah, listen, you still need.
Halani's in. Fuck. Don't give it to him.
No, he's a pass catcher. That's a.
All right.
Yeah. Let's get a stop here, Hitman.
What are the fans bitching about? That ball was thrown out of bounds. I mean, he did push. I could see why they're bitching, but
It is uncatchable though.
all right. I like a 5-man rush here.
All right. Timeout. The gentlemen, we do need a stop like air, brother. One time.
Yeah, I mean, because if they get this, then we only have one more chance.
Yep.
I'm nervous, George. Talk me through it.
Me too.
Tell me it's gonna be okay.
We're gonna send a 4-man pass rush. He'll be under duress, no passing lanes.
I mean, like this is always a situation where it's like you have to play the sticks, like we can't. I mean, give up a fucking 40-yard pass. I don't give a shit. Just don't give up
Yes.
A 9-yard
No,
pass.
don't play soft and give them an easy first down. You're not doing that. I mean, he was about to catch it. That's very optimistic. If you think he was toe tapping and stretch Armstronging,
Yeah, I mean, I could see both sides of it, to be honest. I mean, it did look like he just blatantly freaking pushed him. But I mean, I don't think it was catchable.
the Rams hardly ever blitz Charlie Bonds. I don't know if they're going to send a blitz here.
Yeah, I mean, you have, well, Turner's hurt, but so you have 3 pretty good rushers.
Yeah.
Just, I like sending 5. I like sending 5
Me too.
and just
Just-
getting everybody, it gets everybody a one-on-one and hope that one of your guys can win. And just play tight coverage.
Listen, Seattle's got a very weak interior O-line.
And if Seattle's line wins and you're playing that tight of coverage, you're probably going to get beat down the field. But
Yeah. Man, this is tense.
yep.
This feels like the last pivotal moment here. We need to stop here. I mean, we can still
Yep.
get the ball back, but this is it. 3rd and 8. This is the moment.
Yep. Come on. Damn it.
No, that looks short.
He's short. I know he's short, but
That's a very generous spot.
I think he's short, but I mean,
That is a
they're going to go
generous
for it.
spot.
They're going to go for it, and they're going to get it.
I think he was a half yard short. That is too generous of a spot.
I thought he was a half-yard short, too. I mean, I guess if you're McVay, challenge it because you're going to burn a timeout anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Fuck, they almost got there too, and the coverage was good. Like, fuck, and
Yeah.
that's just a good throw by Darnold. Oh, he's short. He is short. He might be a yard short.
Damn it.
Fucking 3rd and 8, man. 3rd and 8, man. Fuck. Oh, did he land on the Rams defender? Fuck him, man. He landed on the Rams defender. Here we go. We need to stop here now. Yeah, Alan Lopez, 2 3rd and 8s they fucking converted, man.
So we would get the ball back with
Are you
2-minute warning, right?
Are you surprised he never went for a 2-point conversion on either touchdown, Hitman, to bring it to 3?
The first one, I wasn't opposed to them not doing it. There was
Yeah, but
like
the
7
second,
minutes left in the third. I thought
the
that
second one,
they were gonna, yeah.
because then there's an option to kick a field goal there and be tied.
Yep.
Wow. Fuck, he just made the throws when they needed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the Rams wouldn't even get the ball back until 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, why does that not count as out of bounds though if the ball flies out of his hand?
I think, is that what they're talking about?
No. I don't know.
Well, the clock stopped.
Yeah, because the ball came out of his hands. The clock's got to stop, right? He's out of bounds. Okay, man, that changes a little bit. We need one more stop, one last shot. We could get the ball back with a minute left.
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely massive.
And do Seahawks just run? It's like, I mean,
I think you have to. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe the second down play you don't. I don't know. I think the first down play you have to.
I think they're gonna run, and then decide.
Yeah, I would run it again on second. And then, like you said, make the decision on third.
Yeah, because
You
you
have
could
the
be
whole 2 minute.
could be a third and three.
You have the whole 2 minute warning to think about the decision. Wow. They're gonna get the Rams.
It wasn't even on JSN. The hold was on the play on Cooper Cup. How do you hold Cooper Cup there, man? That's it. Fucking Pat Seahawks Super Bowl. Unreal.
Rams corners fucking suck.
How do you fucking hold Cooper Cup, man? Like you're afraid of Cup beating you deep? Like that's insane.
Just panicked.
McVay's got to be fucking full of regrets right now. They had their chances. They fucking had their chances, man.
I mean, it was a coin flip game, in my opinion.
Yep. If he goes for a 2-point conversion, it changes the whole like nature of the game too. I don't know what he was waiting for. Oh, well, Hitman, you gave us 2 winners.
That is true.
You saved the day from this awful performance.
I'm happy I could go out on 2-0 for the live stream. This is like a funeral now with this Rams ending.
Yeah.
Pulling up all the sites any minute and seeing these openers. Who's going to be the first?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm just going to be on the Pats.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way that I'd lean, I'd say, initially.
New England's
Assuming.
defense looks kind of good, man. Let's see, though. Let's see. Fuck it, Allen. One more time we ride with the Pats. One more time. Go figure. It's the coach of the year battle in the Super Bowl.
There was like 5 good candidates for that award.
I think it's Mike McDonald. Fucking 14 wins.
Rabel's gonna win.
Oh, I know that. I think it should be McDonald. 14 wins, number 1 seed in the hardest division in football. Like 3 of the 4 teams in the NFC semifinals were fucking all the same division. And they did it off of his defense.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make a good case for.
Fuck. Hey, man, I might just go shovel. Just let out some frustration.
I paid someone to do my shoveling.
I don't have a guy. I don't have a guy. I'm thinking of just calling up a plow company and saying, come fucking do it.
You just go on the local town's Facebook page and there's like freaking 30 people.
There should be an app. There should be an app. Plowmyhouse.com.
All right, George, we're going to give ourselves 20 seconds, maybe.
For a miracle? You believe in 20-second miracles? I should go to Facebook and say, are there any fucking teenagers that want to make $200? Come to my house right now. No, whoa.
I paid $150. They did everything.
Yeah, I got to be careful about requesting teenagers to come over for $200. I just want them to fucking plow my driveway.
Yeah, you don't want them to plow you.
Well, hey man, that you would even think that I want anybody to plow me. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna use the word shuffle. I'm gonna make it very clear, Durso.
Vikings and Jets, the 2 cursed franchises that gave up on Darnold.
Yeah, that's gotta be a little sour, eh? Like Darnold winning a Super Bowl, Alex Moretto would fucking be in orbit. I know he'll maintain they should have not kept Darnold, but part of him has got to be seeing this and saying, well, this could have been us. Carolina, too, they gave up on Darnold. That's right.
I was in favor of them getting rid of Darnold when it happened. So.
Yeah, everybody was. But nobody would have thought there's this weird down year where, like, there's no great teams and Darnold could win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the 2 great teams were playing in this game. It depends how you want to define great, but, I mean, they were both these teams are worthy Super Bowl champions, in my opinion.
I think the Pats are going to be worthy if they beat Seattle as well.
Yeah.
I mean, like from a run of defenses, Hitman, Chargers, Texans, Broncos, Seahawks, that's got to be the gauntlet of all gauntlets, right?
Yeah. Especially in the weather they play. They played back-to-back games in insane weather.
Yeah. Okay, like you can't fair catch that, Karen. All right.
Oh, I mean, what do we even do?
Lost the Par says we're gonna get some Terrence Ferguson here.
I like, they're gonna be guarding the sidelines. Let's catch a seam ball, like a 30-yard seam ball.
Let's go one shot. Yes.
Spike it.
2 throws.
And then maybe an out pattern, and then we give us one Hail Mary.
Yeah, I'm there.
I like
the-
throwing over the middle of the field on like a deep in route.
We'll create
Yeah.
the memory
That's, you know what the
moments.
problem is? It's not deep enough.
Yeah.
That wasn't deep enough, but I was hoping, like, when I said that, I was like, have enough time to get to like the 40, 40, 45. Then you run one more play, one more out route, and then
100%.
throw the Hail Mary. I
100%.
mean, I say here, as long as Seattle gives it to you, you get 10 to 15 yards
Yeah,
on
you
an
need to get
out.
to the
And
you need to
then,
get to the 50. You need to throw from the 50.
Yeah, I mean,
You need to be at least at the 40, 45 hit, man.
it's just like everyone in the world, like Seattle, they're telling them right now, like they're running a sideline concept, like
Yeah.
on the side that had the trips receivers, they're running a 3-man concept on that side. Wow.
You get tackled inbounds.
Can they review this?
Of course they have to review that. I don't know how they're running the clock there. How are they running the clock there? It looked like he got there, Hitman.
Can we at least review this?
Can I see a fucking replay before we pretend like Seattle's won the game and gone to the Super Bowl? Are you sure, Durso? Are you sure he got tackled inbounds? I thought he got there.
No.
No, did his knee touch, or was he on top of him? Oh, I don't know. I think he's out of bounds. Going backwards? No, Carl. He's definitely not going backwards. Fucking Rams. You know what?
Good game.
I will say this, Hitman. This is kind of like the story of the Rams season. They should be in the Super Bowl. They should have been the 1 seed. They should have.
I mean, this was a coin. This was a coin flip game, but
You got to score though. You get to the fucking 8-yard
I feel
line.
like these teams are pretty equal.
You get to the 8-yard line though, Hitman. 2nd and 4. You need a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, but Seattle probably would have scored anyway. But
Hitman.
all right, I'll talk to you later, George. Thank you.
Thank you for the great season, my friend.
Yep. Later.
Take care. Well, listen, thank you to everybody here. I'm gonna go fucking shovel my misery away. We'll leave it there. Listen, do me a favor. If you have any winners from FanDuel, tweet us at the Hammer HQ and drop some ones and hit that like button on the way out. It's been a great year, fun watch alongs, and we're gonna have some watch alongs in the off season that are not football, so that'll be fun. From myself, from the whole Hammer team, Rob and Alex and Jason and Mike and Jacob and everybody who had anything to do with a watch along, all our wonderful guests this year, of course, presented by FanDuel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. I won't be doing a watch along, but we'll see you for the prop extravaganza at least. Take care, everybody. Good night.